7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy. Wait for it. Thick and slick. All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, episode number 197, rolling our way through to 200. We are here to wrap up the St. Louis Supercross final Triple Crown of the year. We were there, so lots of things were seen, heard, talked about while we were there and on our 6-hour drive, both there and coming back. So that was cool. Before we get started, let's just thank our sponsors. So first off, show presented by Energy Fuel, the best fucking drink out there. Keep yourself fueled, energized, and strong from start to finish. Pick yours up today at CoachRobStore.com. Also want to thank Premier Custom Trailers. If you need a trailer, commercial or residential, Premier Custom Trailers has what you need. They work with the best manufacturers in the industry and specialize in all your trailer needs. Sales, service, parts, or rentals, they do it all. PremierCustomTrailers.com, located 5 minutes south of Kalamazoo on US 131 in Schoolcraft, Michigan. They put the custom in customer service. Kevin Granger. And our final presenting sponsor, TLR Coatings, Michigan #1 custom powder coat shop. From two-tone wheels to motorcycle frames to small batch production jobs, TLR Coatings will powder coat anything metal the right way. Looking for some custom Cerakoting? They do that too. TLR Coatings, serving Southwest Michigan and surrounding areas for over 5 years. Check them out at TLRcoatings.com or on all the major social media networks at TLR Coatings. Also on board with us here for the show, we have Alias Sport providing us with all of our CBD needs here for pain balm and chill drops. The Dirt Bike Depot helping us out with any sort of slightly used gear we could need. JT Cycle helping us out. Well, really helping Cole out with his bike situation, getting that gas going. What do you mean? Are you paying attention over there? How's that phone doing?
Attention.
6-hour drive. You didn't spend enough time on the phone?
Yeah, I hit the time limit on the drive, but...
So, anyway, Adept Creative Co.
help us all out.
Helping us with all the graphics, gutter works, putting gutters on all our buildings that we need. Isaac Nelson Designs doing all the logos for us, helping us out that way. And Clutch Media bringing us all of the video footage from the races that you see now. Stater.
Darth Vader.
If you guys want to help us out in a monetary fashion, there is merch links, Amazon links, and Patreon links in the description down below. Thanks to all our Patreons who pay us money for pretty much zero reason, just because you like us, I guess. So that's cool. We appreciate you guys.
Not zero reason to support us.
To support us, yes. Which does help. It buys this nice equipment, helps us get to the races, so that's cool.
Guy.
If you want to help us out in a non-monetary way, just make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share the content.
Hate on me, it's all good.
Hate on Justin over there.
It's all good, bro.
Blinky over there needs to get off his high horse about Tomac because he's one of the greats. And,
all right.
Yeah.
I got a topic we're going to come out.
Still not as good as
wrap
Will
that
Photo.
up.
All right, so...
How them notes going?
They're going great. Shut up, dude.
You know, it's been a long day.
Look,
mind you, we woke up this morning.
I set the alarm for 8. We woke up at 10 minutes to 7.
Hold on. I actually woke up to take a shower because it was early. I didn't think both of you guys would wake up at the same time as me, so you can't blame me. You guys didn't have to wake up at 6 whatever.
I'm sleeping. I hear you get out of bed. The bed next to me, not the same bed. Bed next to me.
God,
whatever.
Let's make that
He gets
not
out.
weird.
I hear you get out of bed. I roll over. I then hear something else. I open my eyes. Cole is shuffling across the room. I go, oh, fuck. Must have missed the alarm. Time to get up. Let's fucking get the fuck out of St. Louis. I look at at my phone. It is 6:52 in the morning.
See, here's the thing, though. It is exactly 3:23 right now. So if we would have waited till 8, we probably would have been out of there till 9. Be a lot longer day, boys. So
It's been a long day already, and now we're here talking to the people.
yeah. So actually, it's kind of a good thing we left when we did.
Yeah, but we should have just gone to bed last night. Okay,
At least we didn't have a 5 o'clock flight.
Yeah, at least we didn't have a 5 o'clock flight. R.I.P. Fucking
What time
Bobby
did we
Pizza.
get back in? 2?
2.
It was
Really?
2. It was 2 when I went to bed last night.
Yeah,
when
we
I
got
looked
back
at my
in at
phone.
2.
Ooh, shit, boys.
I mean,
shout out.
Time zone change.
Shout
What
out
was
St. Louis and their bar situation.
shout out St. Louis. Where was that one area? we went to?
Ballpark Village.
Ballpark Village,
Shout out
St.
Ballpark
Louis.
Village. Shout out Ballpark
Hey,
Village.
we'll
cars
talk
around
about it.
there.
Hey, wrap up the sponsors. And we'll
Yo,
I
there was
wrapped
some
up this-
big trouble going
Hey, hold on.
wrapped?
Hold on. So our Seattle adventure recap brought to you by JT Cycle, serving Battle Creek, Michigan for over 30 years.
Seattle.
Seattle. This
I
dude
s-
is rattled.
St. Louis?
You said Seattle.
You
This
did
dude
say
is
Seattle,
This
didn't
dude
you?
is rattled.
I thought I said St. Louis Adventure.
You said Seattle.
You said
Adventure.
Our
Seattle
St. Louis
Adventure.
adventure brought to you by our friends at JT Cycle, serving Battle Creek, Michigan for over 30 years. Stop in to check out their full selection of Beta, Gas, Huskies, and Suzuki motorcycles and power sports products. Need something for around the house to help keep things trimmed up nice? They have that too, with a full lineup of Echo, Aaron's, Gravely, and Simplicity. Visit jtcycle.com or follow them on Instagram at jtcyclebc.
Yo, this man went up the face of the triple and his brain just malfunctioned. He was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something.
All right, so before we get into the race recap here, let's talk about our trip. So we go to St. Louis. First off, we went Friday night to the Pulp MX live show because we guys trip.
I already know where this is going.
I'm not going
We
to
were like, yo, let's
hang
go
on,
check
hang on.
this
Hold
out.
that thought, though.
Okay, all right.
First thing we see, and I'm going to clear this up for some listeners that hate on Mr. Teddy Bear over here. First thing, hops out of the rig with a Thor jacket. So I wanted to get to the bottom of this. I'm like, Stubbs, what's the word on Thor? Like, why are you fucking so hard on Thor? Because it fell off back in like 2004.
It's 'cause
Like,
it
it hasn't been cool for a while.
It's because of Hannah Ray's.
What?
Hannah Ray is why he's hard on Thor.
What?
I don't know. Just go, man. Just talk. I don't wanna
Jesus,
do
dude.
this
How
show.
many whiskey cokes you have?
I don't
want to
do this show anymore. All right.
Anyway,
I just want to go cycle and go to bed.
so I wanted to get to the bottom of it. I'm like, Justin, why the fuck do you wear Thor? And explain to everyone else what you explained to me, and you might not get hated on.
Probably still will because everybody listens to the show other than if you hate me anyway. So I always wear Thor because when we had our shop, anytime we'd go to the races, anytime we'd go to events, whether it be amateur races, pro nationals, supercrosses, convention center stuff, Thor, because we were a Parts Unlimited dealer, always hooked us up with tickets to whether it be dinners, meet and greets, getting us into races. Basically, a lot of the time, they paid for a lot of the stuff for us to go do that they really didn't need to do. And it's, we spent a lot of money with parts, for how big our shop was and stuff like that. And we outfitted our guys in Thor, but not near as much as, you look at some of these other, dealerships. So I figure even though the shop is still no longer around, maybe this next one coming up, maybe we'll get in with them. Maybe we'll get in with, some other gear companies. And I just like to support them. I always like the people over at Thor. And all right, Cole, Thor kind of has fallen off outside of Star and a few other teams, but I am a very loyal person, and I like to support people that have supported my past ventures. And that's just kind of the end of it. It's pretty simple. Like, I am a very loyal person, and I don't like to stray away from the people that have helped me. So, people can hate on me for some of the stuff that I wear, but like right now, I'm wearing a Moto E shirt. They support our show. Coach is a very good guy, love him to death. And I just support people who support me and my friends, and that's just kind of the end of it,
Yes, got a Moranz hat on as well.
Exactly. I supported Fly for a long time, supported Answer, MSR. I was never a person, even TLD for a little bit, but I wasn't going to go out and support people that I had nothing to do with. I'm just not really like that, at least as far as the moto industry is concerned. I'm just not about that. Like, I don't have any affiliation to you, so I'm not going to support you,
But he wants.
So there you have it.
But he wants a Ferrari jacket.
Well,
Well, look, if I'm going to spend $300,000 on a Ferrari, that's the only way I'll get the jacket. I'm not just going to wear it.
so
Okay.
basically, Stub, you're a loyal guy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
People still hate on me, but it's fine, man. I don't care. They did a lot of
What-
stuff for us.
What's your lady situation, if you don't mind me asking? You got a
Home-
chick right
home
now?
life.
It's in flux.
How's
home life?
Do you want to take her to a pulp show and propose to her live on stage?
Oh, God.
Well, no. What's home life got going on?
I don't really have a home life right now.
So where I was going with this, ladies,
No women watch
Justin
this show.
out here is a very loyal guy.
No, there you go. Thank you, buddy.
Fresh 31.
Yeah, 31 today, buddy.
Fresh 31
31
today.
today. Let's be real. No women watch this show.
There might be a few.
Maybe.
They're sitting in the passenger
I'm not
seat.
talking about your girlfriend. She doesn't count. She has to watch it
I don't know if
because
she watches the show anymore, to be honest with you.
Oh.
She might. I'm not sure.
All
She
right.
used to.
Comment
I don't know
below.
if she does anymore.
Anyways.
Now she
Comment
lives
below
with
if
me,
you don't have a wiener. I guess I don't know.
Wow. Really
thank you for that, though. Thank you for that that little segment. But yeah, though, Pulp Show. A guy did propose to his lady. Super awkward. Chris Kiefer kind of pushed that on there.
Yeah, they kind of. Well, they went into like the home life talk or whatever, and he's like,
Because that was
speaking
with
of home life.
Who was that with? Who was that about? Was that about
They're
Eli?
talking about McGrath crushing
Oh
ass
yeah,
or
because
something.
he's on the show on Monday.
And
90s.
yeah, so he's like, my man out here in the crowd knows a little bit about home life, so he fucking brought him up on stage, and there was a proposal.
So we go. We see a proposal. The Phoenix Honda guys are there. Bubba Pauley's there. Carnow's there.
Kogan Larnow,
Hogan Larnow.
Kogan Larnow was there. Yeah.
which
Bogle
yeah.
and Phil
Oh,
in the show.
Justin Bogle was there.
Anton looking like he was fresh out of Fashion Week.
In the
Needs to
show.
trim those
Well,
sideburns up.
I mean,
though.
he looked like, I don't know what he looked like. Different style.
It's weird.
I don't really know about the Elvis lamb chop.
I'm not a huge fan of lamb chops, but whatever, dude. I have Jimmy
I mean,
Neutron hair
whatever.
going
Like,
on.
maybe he just likes looking at something different in the mirror every once in a while.
Look,
you know?
I mean, whatever.
And by the way, I was just as pissed as everybody else was for the first hour of that show. Fucking Phoenix
Yeah,
Honda
yeah.
boys and the fucking what
Oh,
was
yeah,
it? It's not
but-
Partzilla. What is it?
I don't know. Well, let's not throw anybody under the bus. All I'm saying is if you were there and you were the ones upstairs talking real loud,
Or
where
the
we
ones in the
couldn't-
back.
Yeah, you go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty disrespectful. Weege was getting pretty fired
Weege was
up.
pissed.
Weege was pretty pissed off.
Steve had to say a few times. Kiefer, I think, kind of thought it was funny because there was some audio problems, and JT's just too short to know what's going on
In his dad's shoes with his shaker cup.
with his haircut. That
yeah,
he gets
some dude
every-
tried heating on him about the fucking.
And then he came
Yeah,
and he's
some
like,
guy
yeah,
tried
dude, you're wearing
making
a
fun of him
flannel.
about his dad's shoes, and he's like,
These
"Bro,
are-
you're wearing a flannel."
No, he said something about the shoes though. Like I don't remember what kind of shoes they were.
They were like Yeezys or something.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
No, they were probably New Balance.
so Saturday, race day.
Well, hang on. Do you want to talk about your tinfoil hat or no?
We'll leave that out.
Okay.
We've got other
wow,
tinfoil
you're
hat.
very diplomatic.
We have other tinfoil hat stuff to
diplomatic.
Like I don't need everybody to think I'm just this huge hater all the time. I paid money to go to that show. Whether they wanted me to go or not, it's a question, but whatever. It's fine.
We'll eventually find out. Let's
All
be
right.
We'll find out. at some
I'll
point.
get to that eventually because something else will happen and then I'll really start going off. Anyway, so Saturday we go to the race.
No. First off, we go down to the Lego store, and we were way out of our tax bracket.
We were
Not in the Lego store. Just let's clarify
Well, in that area.
in that area.
yeah. Let's just say that within a 5 mile square block, we probably saw over $1.5 million worth of cars.
Yeah. Well, we come out of Barney's and Noble, and there's a
Fath and Sachs.
yeah. We come out of
Neiman
Barney's
Marcus.
and Noble, and there's
Neiman Marcus.
Marcus Neiman.
and there's
After
a,
using my black card,
a freaking
Huracan.
Huracan.
And then a Gallardo. Was it a Gallardo?
that was on the highway.
I
The
didn't see
Gallardo
the
was on the
Gallardo.
highway.
Huracan.
The Huracan was in the parking lot at the fucking mall.
Bentley Bentayga, Mercedes-Benz,
Bentley
GTR.
we saw driving to the gas station. We left the gas station and we're U-turning in the neighborhood and saw the Mercedes GTR. And then what the fuck else did
Bentley
we see?
Bentayga.
The stores,
SUV.
whatever
Yeah.
those fucking stores were.
Oh, and then we also
Oh,
saw
then we saw-
Lamborghini Urus.
Yeah, and then we saw
Yep.
Urus right before we got on the highway.
And then
we
we
said, well, we have to go back to the hood because it's way too.
Because then we started seeing
Oh, my-
houses,
yeah,
and we were
so-
like, no.
Oh, but let's touch too on Friday night. We go to dinner down at Union Station.
that was a pretty cool little
Oh,
area.
yeah, which is super cool. If you're in St. Louis downtown, there's the Union Station. It's got like the Union Station Hotel, which I believe is a Hilton hotel, and then the aquarium's there, whatever. But it's a cool little indoor outdoor vibe thing with there's a Ferris wheel and there's some other stuff for kids to do. And there's we ate at the Train Shed, great restaurant.
And we
my
didn't even wander
geographical-
around in there much. But
Yeah.
there's a high ropes course. And all
Excuse
that
my
kind of
geographical ignorance, but is that the Mississippi River?
stuff. Okay, no shame. No
That's
shame.
gonna be all
Nope.
the time.
It's just funny.
So anyways,
Well, you guys want to fucking throw me under the bus here? Or you
No,
guys
we
good?
can just let
we're
it.
good.
It's just good.
Okay, so let's go. So then we go Saturday. We go to the race. Stadium is very 1980s vibe. The only stadium I think I've been in that gives me older vibes or more rundown vibes would be Oakland. I mean, I guess rundown's the wrong.
Not a lot of
rundown's the correct
renovations.
word. Yeah,
it's not
just,
run down. It's just they haven't
Just they
renovated.
haven't kept it up to date. We'll go
Yeah.
that way.
Yep.
And then Colt, who's your dude at Motul?
Justin.
That is Justin Reeves with
Justin
Motul.
Reeves.
Shout
with
out to him, thank
Motul.
you.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Gets us track walk.
Yep.
So we go on track walk.
Yep. Get
And
some Motul plug.
Yeah, there you go.
Plug.
Get some Motul.
So SC1 took a price increase. I know we all love our SC1. It
like
went up
candy
to
in a can.
$14 a can, right? You want to know what the best alternative is?
Tell me, Cole.
Made pretty much in the same fucking place.
Tell me, Cole. What is it? What is it?
Motul Shine and Go, baby.
Where can you get it at?
Your local Tucker Power Sports dealer.
He's at my local.
Your local Tucker Power Sports dealer. But anyway, it's exactly the same as SC1, but it smells like Fruity Pebbles instead.
And
it's
what's the price point on that?
The price point, I think it's like $12.
Same size can?
11, $12.
Same size
A
can?
little smaller can.
Oh.
See, that's
So smaller can, less price. I see where we're going with
I
this.
think, actually, let me look, though.
Motul.com. Go get it.
Anyway, Motul Shine and Go. Look into it.
Get it.
Anyway.
You need an alternative for SC1. You want to break the mold. You want to be a little different.
You want to be different.
So we
I
go
like
on.
being different.
So
I'm
we-
switching to Shine and Go.
So we go on Track Walk. If you haven't seen, we went live on Track Walk. Go check out the Instagram.
Travis was not like he was just all over the dirt.
The dirt is okay. So the
Mine
dirt
was blowing.
I
insane.
thought he was going to lay down and like
Everyone,
Just hump it.
everyone talks about St. Louis dirt, right? Okay, and I went on track walk in Oakland, and that was very dry, rocky, hard West Coast dirt. Okay, we've all seen that, we've said that, whatever. Until you experience the stuff, though, it's different. Then you go into St. Louis, and they always talk about it's full of traction, it's this and it's that. So we're walking through the dirt, and it's essentially moon sand. Like you can feel your shoes sticking to it, like if you were to walk through mud that was clay. But it's not sticking to your shoes, and then you pick it up and it like packs together, but it doesn't stick
like
to
a
your
snowball,
hand.
dude.
It's super duper weird. Tons of traction. Would really love to just knock the Supercross track down, like ride it like a flat track or figure eight. I could do something like that, and see what the traction
Well, man,
was really like.
just
but,
next time go down to St. Louis, go underneath the bridge where the homeless people are
People are
sleeping, grab a
sleeping.
little bit of that dirt, and then there you go.
that's exactly what it
back
is.
the trucks up and load it in.
Exactly, bro. Homeless people know.
But yeah, whoops were gnarly.
We're getting so cupped out that they almost created their own ledges that you could actually have your own lip on top of a lip.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're pretty lippy.
Yeah,
I mean, it almost like Ricky mentioned in the broadcast, it was actually starting to V backwards and made its own lip on top of the lip. And now you understand why, like, Coop, why he is so good at rhythming through whoops. Because by the end of the night, there is a lip on top of a lip.
Yeah,
You know?
it was pretty, mind blowing.
If you go back,
it reminded me of playing in the sandbox as a little kid. You know,
yeah. So that was cool.
moon sand.
Moon sand.
You know who would have been good with the moon sand? And mind you, I did pay up my $20 for the bet. This man plays with a lot of moon sand, Justin Hill. He probably would have won St. Louis. You know how he's got his little toy dirt bike track he's always playing with? Yeah.
You're talking about it when he was on a 250? Because I don't know about that.
No, he would have raced this year. He would have won.
Oh, that's bold.
Wow,
That's
bold
bold.
move, Con.
I'm just
Bold.
So anyway, so we go on
Maybe
track
I didn't
walk.
pay up on the bet though. I'm still waiting for you to pay me.
Well, I actually only owe you $15 now.
15.
Yeah, because I paid for you to get into Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake.
Oh, look
Steak
at that!
and shake.
Look at that!
I'm not gonna blow us out and tell everybody where we went. I just Steak and Shake. Paid for you to get. I got you a nice.
Well,
shake.
now you're making people think we went to a strip club. We went to the fucking Pro Bowl Riders bar.
we went to Steak and Shake.
Okay.
we went to the PBR bar. Anyway,
God, you guys fucking suck. You were really bad at this. You guys need to be better. better.
Why? We went to PBR. Brock Tickle was there. Film guy Tom was there. Arthur Cantanzaro was there.
not Arthur. It's Albert.
It's Albert,
get it
dumbass.
right.
I know it's fucking Arthur.
It's Althor. It's Althor. Just like you keep calling. Anyways, this is
Anyway,
this is going
shoulder
on
to
way
shoulder in that fucking place, and there were Logan, Mr. OnlyFans Carnow was there,
Kogan
not talking
Larnow.
to a single lady.
with the same clothes
you guys
on.
notice that?
With the same
Yeah.
clothes on he had on
Yeah,
the
this-
night before.
Okay, but he also did mention that 15th place bonuses be hitting,
Which I don't
different.
understand because he didn't even get 15th place. He got 16th.
Really?
Yeah, he went 15, 15, 15 for 16th.
So what the fuck was he talking about?
He was. Never mind. I don't even care.
I think he was a little sauced. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
It was a good time. Anyway, so we go on track walk. We get done with track walk. We watch second qualifying. We get done with second qualifying. We go down to the pits to talk to Kev and Meshi and anybody else we see that we know. Getting to the pits was a bit of a
Saw an empty semi sitting there.
Yeah, they were having a yard sale. I
We're
think.
having a yard sale.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that.
Oh,
We're gonna get to
okay,
that. We're
okay.
gonna get to that.
All right, cool.
That's-
We'll circle back.
We'll circle back. So yeah, and then stadium food terrible.
Chicken tenders were dry. Pretty sure I ate M&Ms from last year.
Chips were expired. Had to drink RC Cola.
The RC Cola.
That was flat.
Do not expect to eat good food at that fucking stadium.
Hey man, when you go there, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't drink pop like ever. Mm-hmm. But I was expecting like better out of the RC Cola. Like I said, I don't know, it was expired.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, and also
a little better too.
By the way, when you go there, you get 3 choices of pop: Dr Pepper, RC Cola,
or Diet Dr. Pepper.
Dr Pepper. not Pepsi, not Coke.
And your water is Deja Blue.
Yeah, which is about, that's the worst.
Might as well.
All of that is shitty, but the floor is big. Track was pretty cool.
Look, the stadium, the
Dirt's
inside
good.
of the actual floor, everything is really nice.
Think
It's
we could just transfer that dirt somewhere else.
man, we should take it to Detroit.
Yeah, there we go.
no, fuck Detroit.
Anyway,
We gotta
okay.
go there.
So race was good. Went out, had a couple drinks last night after the race too. Back to the hotel, and we drove home today. So that pretty much wraps up that trip. I mean, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a
The
good
first trip
time.
I've been on with you boys.
Yep.
We watched a little Formula One.
Watched a
watched
little
a little
Formula
Formula
1
One.
after we got home last
Watched a little
night.
Formula One was on at the bar.
I got
as
to
well.
watch. I got to watch some UFC. That was good.
Watched some
Yep,
UFC at the
some
bar
UFC
too.
at the
Yeah.
other
By the
bar.
way, that just whole thing, like I said, also not a bar person, but that whole setup they got is dope.
That was
That's
cool.
pretty fucking cool. Isn't it?
I'm like I just said, I'm not a bar person, but I wish we had something like that around here.
Yeah.
because that would be sick.
Ballpark.
But
good.
I also am thinking that probably cost a lot of money to build, and probably because of the St. Louis Cardinals is the reason why.
Well, yeah, I backed right up to the whole deal.
Well,
there.
just the money that they make from them. But yeah, dude, that if you're ever in St. Louis, anybody, go check that place out because it is sick.
It's pretty cool.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna have our guest for the show here in about 30 seconds.
Oh, we have a guest.
Eric Grando.
Kevin Moranz.
Oh, Eric's not coming on?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, we can wait to have him later in the year then.
Logistically, I just don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah,
right
because I'm
now.
going to be real honest with you. We need to get this show wrapped up and go home.
I'm gonna be real honest with you.
I'm going to be real honest with you. Vince Freeze is a good fucking rider.
I took a fat dump when we got home.
I took one too.
I have
fat
not. I have
when we got
not.
back.
I
Are
have
all
not
the
to-
bathrooms in your house Mickey Mouse bathroom?
No,
I have
just
Okay,
not.
I was in the Mickey Mouse
It's the
bathroom.
one the kid uses.
I have not gone today, and I'm going to be real honest with you boys. It is struggle bus right now.
Listen, I'm gonna be real.
I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm fired up. Vince Freeze is a good fucking
Dude,
rider.
Vince Freezy is a good fucking rider.
Oh! Before Kevin comes on, you want to tell the listeners what you had done or what you were wearing for the weekend, if they didn't already know because of the
oh
poll?
yeah, sure
Yeah.
that because we did do
Oh
that.
yeah, I
Marty
rocked the Party Marty jersey.
Marty McAdoo.
I had the Marty Davalos jersey on.
Y'all's gonna tell everybody how awkward that whole encounter was.
It was very awkward. So anyway, I've got this Party Marty jersey on. We walk into the pits.
Hanging out with Kev, by the way.
Fans are hyped up. Maybe there's a Snapchat of it somewhere. Dude's like, "Yeah, Marty Davalos." I was like, "Fuck yeah, woo!" And
That actually happened.
huh?
That actually happened.
It's real life.
You didn't hear the dude yelling?
Jesus Christ, dude! I told you I'm as deaf as you are sometimes.
At me? Okay, well, this was as soon as we walked.
Oh,
right
that's
into the
cool.
pit. And my whole thing was, dude, why the fuck do we make fun of people for wearing jerseys to the races?
I
Yeah.
thought it was fine.
I don't think it was that big of a deal. I
so-
think if you're outdoors, it's a little weird.
Yeah, well, wearing a jersey to the races should be a little more accepted.
It should be.
An old vintage MSR jersey from like 04, 05, Nick Way era.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick now.
Oh yeah, Kelly Smith even.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm starting the movement. Wear
Yeah.
a jersey to the race. So
I
I
think-
got this Party Marty jersey, so I threw that mug on. And
Husky days too, by the way.
Husky Days, number 30,
Bark,
red one.
bark.
Yep. And I was like, man, he might be around. I'll get this thing signed, whatever.
It'd be sad if he wasn't.
And
around.
hang on, I gotta lay a ground rule if you're wearing a jersey of the race. If you're over the age of 10, you can't have your own name on it.
No.
Okay, got that?
Yep.
I also think you can't wear a current rider's jersey either.
I think you can.
Why not?
Well, yeah,
Because
why?
man, I think it's hard to explain. I think there's just a little bit optics.
Look,
Are
I'm
you
wearing
wearing the
fat
sa-
as fuck, but I would if Jet Lawrence hands me a jersey, that fucker's going on.
I think it's just weird,
I mean,
man.
I'd wear a Jet jersey.
I think
now.
it's just weird, and I also stand by the fact that I think it's different when you're at Supercross because you're around more just casual fans. But you do it outdoors, like
First off, I'm wearing it because I'm advertising. Like I'll put a for sale sign on it too. And be
Oh,
like,
yeah, I put-
$2,000, it's yours.
So
all right?
here's what I did. I grabbed a pen from Kev. Poor Kev, he was bumming. He was one spot out. And then I stole a Sharpie for a second. And right across the way was old Party Marty, and he was standing in there, and I picked up that Sharpie, spun it around in a circle, and then turned around and did a little flick with his name on it, and he just kind of gave me the head nod, walked out, had some headphones in. I don't know what he was listening to. And
Kimmy Granger?
He might have been, dude. He might have been doing some weird shit.
Send nudes?
And, yeah, he signed it. I was probably haven't seen one of these in a while, trying to break the ice with him, and you like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, or whatever the fuck. And just signed it, and it was super awkward.
It's Ecuadorian.
So I've got a signed Marty Davalos jersey now.
Cole is actually looking if anybody has one of these for a Vince Freeze jersey.
Yep,
and
that's
he
where I'm
will.
going.
That's a trade.
He probably was trying to figure out like how many times you hit your head that you were actually wearing his jersey to a race.
Look, man,
Like
I'll be real
it.
honest.
Maybe I
I'll
would
be
have thought he
real
would have been
honest with you.
stoked or something. Damn.
Actually,
I did
mean,
too. I thought he would have been.
let's be real though. Like, he's probably really not stoked on the fact that both of his guys don't seem to finish mains ever. So
Yeah.
that's probably like the morale over there is probably not super great. It's definitely better than the KTM Butler Brothers team, but
Yeah, well, either way,
we'll get
I've got
to
my
that.
Marty Davalos jersey signed.
no, I'm just trying to throw some. shade.
I'm in a group on Facebook, MSSX Jerseys Collectibles or whatever. They got some dope shit on there. And on the drive home, I asked anybody if they have a Vince Freezy jersey because I'm trading that bitch off.
And you're gonna tell him
because
what
Vince Freezy is a good fucking
I'm gonna
rider.
tell you. I'll be real honest with you. You're gonna tell him what the guy gave you back. A Michael Lessie jersey.
Yeah.
Yo, first guest up of the night here.
Only guess, by the way.
He is Dirt Bike Depot rider, privateer hero, Mr. Kevin Moranz. Hi, buddy.
How's it going?
Well, we were just talking about how Cole stole your marker to have Martin Davalos sign his jersey yesterday.
That what?
How Cole stole your marker to have Martin Davalos sign his jersey yesterday.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. It was
Well,
awesome.
that's the topic we were on, and you can put your two cents in on this. Is we're gonna try to make it cool to wear jerseys of the racing.
I'm not doing that.
But you got to lay some ground rules. The rider has to be retired, and we decided it can be a current rider.
It could be Kurt Ryder.
And if you're 10 years or older, you can't wear one with your own name on it because that is spode.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
So I don't know. Where are you at with this, Kev?
What, wearing jerseys to the track?
Yeah. Every other sport in existence, it's
Not to the track, to a supercross.
to a supercross.
race.
Like if you're a fan, every other sporting event in the world, basically, you wear a jersey.
Oh, that
to the
is
event.
a good point. I never even thought about that.
And it's
it
for-
is just such a different dilemma when it comes to our sport. Because, like, when I think about it, I think of a kid doing that, not an adult. But I do like the idea of it.
Yeah, because for me, I'm like, why?
Like, like Kev, would you be stoked if like a 27-year-old man just showed up to a Supercross with your jersey on? Would that
Yeah, see, that's different.
See,
I don't know why
yeah,
it's got a
yeah.
weird persona to it.
But see, but okay, but I
But
had
he's also walking around representing your sponsors.
well,
Well, that's why I asked him the question, to be all
That's
honest.
the thing, though, is Patrick Mahomes' jersey is a lot different than a Kevin Moranz jersey because I have so many little sponsors, and like then you got to do all the logos and whatnot. If you just want like name and number, like it's just so much different when it comes to what goes on my jersey compared to what goes on a jersey that's a ball sports team plays with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, and that's one thing that I always hear people get caught up on because they talk about this all the time on Pulp too. Like Jason Thomas always says, like, look, the amount you have to go through to get all the trademark deals with all the logos and everything, like it's just not worth it. I had the thought the other day, okay, especially with say the team guys, why can we not have a standard pro circuit Kawasaki? Like right now they're running Fox gear. Why can we
Some
not have
team
it just
issue
a
jersey.
pro circuit Kawasaki on the front? Name and number on the back of the person for the year. Don't do all the little sponsors. Just do the team. Why can't we have a Honda HRC? I mean, they all wear Alpine Stars there. Why can't we have Alpine Stars Honda HRC jerseys with just like Sexton or Lawrence? And
Well, I don't even
they're-
think jerseys. I just think if they made T-shirts that resembled a jersey, that would
That
be
even too.
I mean, to say yeah, because there are those hoodies on. What were we talking about? Those hoodies on Facebook
That
or
they were
whatever.
ripping all the logos.
Yeah,
and
that
selling
they're
on
ripping all
Facebook
the
ads.
logos and everything, and basically make it look like a jersey, but it's a hoodie type deal.
I thought they were doing that with shirts for a while.
I don't
Like
remember.
with Honda.
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way,
There has to be a way to do something that people
I don't know.
buy.
I used to think it was Spode, and like I was that guy, like, oh, you're wearing a jersey of the race, fucking C-classer, blah blah blah. But now, I don't know, maybe as I get older, I'm more mature now. Justin says
Mature.
Yeah, why not? Why the
I
fuck
don't know.
not? I don't get
Dude,
it.
our sport is such an elitist sport. Like, we all think we're fucking better than everybody else.
I am better than most people.
No, you're not.
I mean, and then on the business side of it, dealer side of it, stuff like that, you get people that are going in, and people already do it for fucking Fox jerseys. They go in and buy one just to wear to the race. But
Yeah, I don't know.
it's more revenue. I don't fucking know.
Hey, Kev, how you doing this morning, buddy? Or this afternoon, bud?
We are at City Park right now, so we're doing a little bit of exploring before we head back to Florida.
Sick.
Oh.
Sick. Yeah, that 10 p.m. flight, huh?
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun.
Dude, when Sater told me that, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
At least it wasn't 5 in the morning.
Well, dude, it was like the difference of $400 between our travel
Holy shit.
No
do that
way.
one
Wow.
or a one that got us there at like 9 p.m. So I was like, what's 4 hours for $400?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's fucking wild. Well, that's okay. It could have been worse. We were out having a couple drinks last night with old Bobby Piazza, and he goes, well, my flight's at 5 in the morning. Guess I'm not going to bed tonight. And I'm like, what?
Yowzers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we left at what? 3, 2?
We
No,
left
we
at
left
like
2.
1
I
something.
mean, to say we were before 2. It was 2 when I was laying down. And
I mean, at that point, you better start heading
Look,
toward the
that
airport.
whole
Yeah.
everybody in that
Like,
bar was already
honestly-
turned up.
Honestly, if I would have made the main event, like I definitely probably would have came out and saw you guys. But like my performance yesterday was good, but I just screwed myself over so much that it made my day really bad.
So what happened in that sand section in the LCQ? Because you were in pretty
dude, I had
handily.
it wrapped up.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I literally all I had to do is stay on 2 wheels, but I was just going through that inside, and A-Rain must have blew out the berm right in front of me, and I wasn't
Shocker.
expecting. I was expecting to be similar to the last lap, and yeah, my front end just pushed.
Yeah, we were watching. It was super fun. We were watching. I was keeping an eye on you. And then, so here's a funny story for you. So on Twitter, I don't know if are you on Twitter?
No, I mean I am, but I don't ever pay attention to Twitter.
So on Twitter,
Good call, buddy. Good
apparently
call.
you have your handle. So ours is at Moto Aftermath Show, but then you have like a name underneath it. So Cole has been changing the name underneath it to whatever the most relevant topic is for the series, right?
Devin Raper, Logan
So I had
Carnell.
it Vince Freezy for a while, and the whole Vince Freezy thing
And it was
happened.
Devin Raper.
Yeah.
And people were like thinking that we were actually Vince Freezy and interacting with the account.
And this was after the Christian Craig thing.
Yeah, so yesterday we're driving to the fucking mall in the fucking rich part of St. Louis, and all of a sudden Cole goes, oh shit, Devin Raper just DM'd us and was like, how dare you use my name to talk shit about people? And I'm like, what? And so then I look at Cole, I go, have we been talking shit through Twitter on people? So he's reading off all our posts going, well, that's not it. That's nothing. That's not. So I don't know. Anyway, needless to say, he was not super stoked we were using his name.
Yeah, I can't even fucking talk.
Needless
dude.
to
The
slay.
fucking-
Anyway,
Whatever.
so he wasn't
It got
super
changed
stoked.
to Kargan Larnow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
And then yesterday we're watching the LCQ. You're in it. You're doing handy, and Devin Raper's right behind you. And Cole looks me dead in the eye and goes, "If Raper makes the main, I'm still not impressed." And I'm just like die laughing. Oh, it was a great day.
Yeah, man, that's pretty brutal.
I will be.
so close in time qualifying, be the first one to miss it, and then to have the LCQ literally wrapped up, and then I mean it's one thing I love and I hate about the sport, but I can't be pissed at anybody but myself. So just literally threw it away.
Hey, man,
Got
that
back
last
up
lap,
and tried
though,
making a charge,
you sent it in the
and
whoops.
came up one spot short still.
Bro, you sent it in the whoops that last lap. I don't think your bike could have got any more sideways.
Yeah, dude, that's the biggest thing. Like I literally was gonna do anything I had to do to get into that main event, but the last whoop pitched my rear end left, and it needed to go right, so then I could cut down. But it went left, so it sent me up higher in the berm. So I just quite heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
You put on a show for us, though.
we really thought that the 7 Deuce Raper and who else was it?
Somebody
So it was
Joan Cross, wasn't it?
It was
Cross.
went
Yeah.
Rodnell,
Yeah, well,
A-Ray.
when Devin went down on the last lap, I was really hoping he was going to take out Homeboy too.
Yeah. Trust me, we all were hoping.
Well, like all three of them are going to go down at the
Yeah.
same time.
So
What was the time difference between you getting in and not getting in, Kev? Was it like within a
I
second
don't know.
or
It was
something
like,
super fucking
it was
close?
like 0.2 seconds.
Jesus. 2/10,
That's nuts
bro.
to me.
2/10.
Gotta love them
That's just like
triple crowns.
literally like hanging a wheel on something.
Gotta love them triple crowns.
Yep. Shit's
Yep.
wild. Shit is wild.
And we were thinking this too, Kev. And maybe you noticed it. We feel like the gaps between the step offs were a lot longer this weekend, and there were a lot of hungry
Yeah, well, the
wheels.
step off before the whoops was tough all day.
And that other
And
one. that
honestly,
Amart
even
died
at the
on.
end of the rhythm, like if you were going to go 3 on, that's why we were all going 4 overs. 'Cause the step off was so terrible.
Oh yeah, I watched Jack Rogers get like high-sided over the berm onto the concrete in the second session of B qualifying. It was bad.
Amart died on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amar did the flying dub.
Yeah.
All right, we're not gonna bring up that other thing.
Did you ever look at in second A group there, they were going in that first rhythm section, they were going 3 on and then jumping over that big one that you guys were quadding off of. Did you ever look at doing that, or that was just not a thing for you?
I think that would have been real
Oh,
bad
how
for
he was
Kev.
going on and then off over 3 and then quadding out? That
Yes.
Yeah, we all kind of looked at it and we watched Barsha hit it, and like Benny looked at me and he's like, "You gonna do that?" I was like, "Absolutely not." And he's like, "Yeah, dude, screw that."
Yeah, that's what we were all
We were saying the same thing, dude. We're like looking at it going, yeah, man, like if you literally had to land on that table completely perfect. You couldn't land in the pocket. And then I was like, I'm really thinking they're going to take that lip away, because if somebody clips that 3 out, they're going to go
Yeah, dude, it would
like
have been a disaster.
they're going to wake
that's
up
my
in the
biggest
hospital.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing is like you guys saw me go for that quad in Detroit that I quite cased right
Yeah.
behind Brayton.
Yep.
And so then I was just thinking, I was like, I don't think my bike's going to handle the way their bikes are handling it. My luck, I go on, get ready to go off, my bike goes straight instead of up, and then I clip the top of that, and I end up in the face of the tabletop.
Yeah, we're just looking at it going, yeah, everybody's probably looking at it going, yeah, they're hitting a perfect every lap, but I'm thinking, dude, that's the thing though. You have to hit that perfect literally every time. Like you couldn't land a half an inch further on that table and be able to hit it with what you needed to get the
No.
pop to get over
It
it.
was fucking
And then when we got there, when we sat down before the night show, we're like, I looked at them going, I'm glad they took that lip off, because I did not want to
Yeah.
see somebody clip that and just literally die.
Yeah.
the most unexpected guy that I saw do it though was Clayson. Not expecting that.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh yeah, was
He did it?
Yeah, I did it
Clayson
what
did it.
once?
He did it once, and it was sketchy. Like, so Barsha, Tomac, Ando, Sexton, Mookie, watching them do it, these guys were all like, holy shit, that's fucking scary. And I kept watching, and I was like,
Like,
you know.
even those guys are the elite
they-
of the elite, and I
but-
was scared for them.
But looking at it, they were getting plenty of pop to me, it didn't look that bad. Like, if you didn't do it right, yes, it was going to be gnarly, but they were getting plenty of pop to get over that big one. But when Clayson did it, I was like, "Oh God!"
He was stretched to the moon.
He
to
was.
do.
He was. It was not an easy thing for him to do. So, I didn't even mention it to you when we saw you in the pits, because I was like, I don't want Kev to die, and I'm nervous he'll try it and die in the LCQ. And
Yeah.
I'm just out. So I was just like, he can just keep quadding out there. That's fine. No problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that quad out was even a huck just in itself.
I feel like that was probably.
Yeah, it was a lot easier on race day than it was on press day.
I was gonna say, was it kind of a fun jump, or was it not fun?
No, I loved it.
That's what I'm saying. It just pops you up, and you kind of sit into it, and
Yeah.
that shit feels cool.
Yeah, unless you're RJ.
Yeah,
Now,
Unless you're RJ.
did you stay and watch the race last night, or
Yeah,
did
he was
you?
in 246.
Yeah, I
remember?
did.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Sorry, dude. I'm brain fading half
It's
here.
fine, man. We're all brain faded.
Any thoughts on the 450 class last night?
Besides, I don't know. I didn't want to talk about where I would have been. It was just tough to watch.
Well,
the fact that Logan Carnell went 15, 15, 15 for 16th.
how do you?
Yeah, exactly.
How do you think? It felt for Dino to take a foot peg in the asshole?
Yeah, dude. Have you seen this
Dude,
yet?
I want to like what happened to him?
It's
Like
bad,
I saw the
dude.
wreck and I saw that he was like bent over, but then all of a sudden I just saw a photo of him with a bunch of ace around bandage or whatever wrapped all the way around his body.
Oh,
So-
Mach 10 into like the
Are there
platform.
any photos of like what the actual?
there's a
injury
video.
was?
There's video. Didn't
Yeah,
you
there's
say
a
on Instagram?
video. I think it's on Motocross Action is where it originated from. Of him, it's you can only catch the very end of it because they're following like Tomac and them around. So he goes to the whoops. He gets all cattywampus. Basically, looks
No,
like he's whiskey throttling off the back, and then
Yeah, and he smashes into the finish line.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm saying, like, do we have a photo of like what happened, like what his skin, like what happened?
no. But I'm sure
It
we're
looks
gonna
like a
see
foot
it.
peg, I
They
feel
said
like.
they said that his basically his pants were filled with blood, so they think that he took a foot peg literally right in the ass.
Yeah, I paused
Like
the video.
like butt cheek, or like are we talking?
It looked like a little
in the
above
hole.
the butt cheeks.
Yeah, either way,
If
like
it were the cheeks, that's a lot of meat. I can see all the blood. coming
yeah.
out of that.
Well, and he not only that though, like his what was it? His left leg, his knee, like the footage looks a little different than what it actually is. But dude, I still think he might have fucked his knee up. I think his knee might have blown out
Yikes.
again.
Either way, it was fucking bad.
yeah, it was bad. It was
Yeah.
bad. There was a lot.
I mean, it was bad for fucking everyone. We were sitting up there. And
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never felt like scared to watch a Supercross before.
I mean, we'll address this after we get off the Kev, but like I still think that even though Dino probably had the worst of, well, we don't know what happened to Amart and
or
Peters.
Rod Bell.
That's what I was just about to say. Rod Bell. Kev, did you see Rod Bell literally like the same exact way Benny got loose and hit the over-under? Rod Bell did it the other way, but except his body bounced off the on-off, like the tunnel.
Did
No,
you
I
see
didn't
it going
see that.
triple and
Yeah,
went
like he
into
was
the
going.
side of it.
Yeah, he was going 3-3. Except I don't know what he did. I don't know if he like cross-threaded or whatever. But his body bounced off of the tunnel, not the bike
Yikes.
himself. All I just see him is him go sideways, and he just like stood up, and then he just dropped back down, and then they had to like carry him off. So like, yeah, everybody died last night.
Watch the Benny one too.
The Benny one
actually
was
saved
bad.
Left.
Yeah, but luckily he rode the next main.
Yeah.
that was chaos.
Chaos, man.
Absolute fucking.
That was
chaos.
terrible, dude. That was Detroit was bad because it took out a lot of the top dudes, but that was one of the worst nights of Supercross as far as like people getting hurt that I've seen in a while.
Every Triple Crown's the same way, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you on board with the Triple Crowns, Kev, or how do you feel about them?
I mean, I like them, but usually, I mean, just because usually I'm a consistent rider. I don't know.
I was gonna
I don't
say
even know what to tell you.
consistency's
'cause,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole end of the LCQ turn crash. That's not Kevin, so pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
But hey, shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Don't be down on it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Get them in Atlanta.
Yep.
are we pumped up for Atlanta? We've got
Yeah, I mean,
Speedway.
we're pumped up to. I told like to say to her on the way back after the LCQ, or I don't know. Oh, it was at some point when we were done watching or whatever. I was like, let's make a pact to never have to watch a main event again.
Hey man, you can open up that throttle cable a little bit more this weekend, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Have you seen a track map? Are they gonna? It's not gonna be as big as last year, though, right? Because last
I
year,
don't know. I was told they're gonna make it more supercrossy, but we'll see.
yeah,
Apparently it's supposed to rain, so that'll be fun.
Son of a gun.
Sorry, Kev, I didn't mean to ruin your weekend more.
Dude, Mud's the equalizer, though. You a good moderator?
Yes. Yeah, I'd say so.
There you go. Just keep her on twos, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, last question from me. Next week we got an East-West shootout. You got the Jet or Craig?
Depends on track and depends on whoops.
Well,
I
a
guess
Jet,
we're both
well,
stupid fast in whoops.
keep in mind though, Travis, like that is a good question. We all talk about it, but Jet even mentioned it on the post interviews. Like he doesn't really think that him and Craig are really gonna go at
They're
it.
thinking about number one plate.
Yeah, 100%. They're both thinking bigger picture.
I mean,
I
I think Mosman probably.
Yeah, we think like a Moseman
I think
or a Crasher
well,
or something
if
like that.
McAdoo would have been there, but I think Mosman probably ends up winning it.
I think it's where Craig loses the title.
I mean, that could be a thing too, but I just
think
don't
he's-
know
I
if
think
we're
he's
gonna get
hit-
this.
I think he's gonna hit the deck.
I don't know if we're going to get this battle that we've all been expecting that they've been leading up to, which is another reason that bothers me why they hype this stuff up. Because then everybody gets excited and then we get to it and it doesn't happen. They're like, well, what the f-
Yeah,
we talking about?
probably
for
not,
weeks?
because probably Craig's gonna hit the deck in practice anyway. So
I
it
mean,
doesn't
you
matter.
still have not said that Jet. He might not. He might hit the deck too, bro.
I could see that, though, because I feel like there's going to be a big dick measuring contest in practice.
Craig loves
So-
a dick measuring contest.
All right, well, that's
Jet's
weird.
just over there going.
Yeah, looking like Vanilla Ice on track
It's
walk.
great. It's great. So,
All right. Anyways, that was weird.
Anything else from you two for him?
No, man.
No, man.
Kind of covered it.
I want the man to enjoy his time in St. Louis.
Yeah, before he's got to get on
bothering
that
him.
10 p.m. flight. At least he doesn't have to go far.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit rough.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Well, thanks, man. We
Thanks,
appreciate
brother.
it. It was good seeing you this weekend.
Hey, check out the Union Station
you
or
too.
whatever if you get some time.
and we will talk to you next week after Atlanta, buddy.
Good luck in Atlanta.
All righty, sounds like a plan.
All right.
See
Later.
ya.
All right, Kevin Moranz, everybody, and didn't read this before, but Kevin, brought to you by the Dirt Bike Depot. If you need some new moto gear but don't want to pay those expensive retail prices, shop the Dirt Bike Depot for all your moto gear needs, gear sets, boots, helmets, goggles, and more. They specialize in athlete-only boots as well as tons more items that you can't buy in stores. Follow them on Instagram at Dirt Bike Depot and DM them with any questions you may have.
I got a question.
Okay, great.
Where are the hats?
Max, where the hats?
Max, where are our hats?
I don't
at?
know. I was trying to get one of them Dirt Bike Depot jackets, but all they got are
That new
larges.
Hawaiian or whatever, the Florida theme shit they just dropped is pretty
All they
hard.
got are larges, and I think I'm too fat for a large.
All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this race recap. We're actually doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good.
You want to do the race recap, or you want to talk the big news that kind of happened before?
Why don't we
and
wait
during?
till the end of that and
Okay.
get the race recap over?
Okay.
Because we probably all
Stay
have.
tuned. We are going to talk about RMATV.
Rocky Mountain? Rocky Mountains,
Anyway.
Rocky Mountains. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the walkout.
All right. Let's get going here. 450 is brought to you by our friends over at Gutter Worx. Make sure to check them out. Link in the description down below. Custom seamless gutters for your house, pole barn, whatever.
Make it rain.
Anyway,
make it
make it rain. So Kayla and Josh, great
Killing it.
moto people. So
All this
450
rainy
class,
season right now.
recap here. So final Triple Crown of the year. Tomac wins the Triple Crown that no one knows is really happening other
Like the
than
Triple Crown of Triple Crown.
the Triple Crown of Triple Crowns.
That we still don't count as actual main event wins.
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Anyway, but
is
let's
XX Global ready yet? I can't wait.
Yeah, let's just start
I'm
right
ready for
at
outdoors.
Let's just start right at the top here. So first overall, Marvin Muskin going 2-1-2. What a great job for Marv.
Good fucking ride for Marv.
Good.
And I said it early. I said Marv's going to fucking win tonight.
I thought
Tell
he
me
was-
I didn't call that early.
You
did?
I thought he was like I wasn't confident that he was going to win a race this year, but I had said this to Travis many times. I hope he at least gets one because we all know that outside of whatever happens with SX Global, this is his last year racing here in the States, Supercross or outdoors for that matter. So
They said in his thing, I don't know if you were listening or
I
sleeping.
don't believe it.
He said multiple times he does not want to be done.
I don't believe it though. Like I don't see them picking him back up though.
I'm not saying
Webb's
Red
out
Bull
the door.
KTM.
Webb's gone.
I'm not saying Red Bull
Yeah, I still don't see
KTM,
it.
but what I'm saying is he's not done, which is funny because we've all talked about, oh, this is his last year. He has not said that.
But they also said in that same interview because I was you're talking about the one during the LCQs during the day, right?
guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what
the
we're
one with what's her
Kristen
nuts?
B.
Kristen B. Yeah, he also said though, and she brought this up. There's no any inclination or inkling that they're going to resign, like KTM's going to resign him though, and that's the thing. If KTM doesn't resign him, he has nowhere to go, and I don't see him going on one of these new teams. Is going to be entering in. He's not going to waste the last few years of his career trying to set up a bike that he doesn't know what it's going to do and how much money is going to be behind it. And you said the KTM thing, Cole. Okay, Coop's leaving, but Dylan's probably going to KTM. AP's still going to be there. I don't see them spending the money on Marv at 32 years old.
MCR? Braden's retiring?
I'm still saying
SX
it.
Global, dude.
SX
DeCarly.
Global.
DeCarly Supercross.
I don't see him racing here in the States after this. I just don't. I don't see where he has a spot. I think he deserves a spot more than 90% of the dudes that have rides.
Mm-hmm.
He's proven that week in and week out this entire year. But tell me off the top of your head, not MCR, an actual factory team where he has a spot at. Because he doesn't. Not Honda, not Husky, not Cowie, not Yamaha.
Why doesn't he have a spot at Honda?
Why would he have a spot at Honda, Jet, and Chase? They're not going to sign a third dude.
Jet's not going Supercross next year. I don't think Jet's going 450 till outdoors next year.
Yeah,
Why would they not sign him for a Supercross only deal? He probably
done-
doesn't want to ride outdoors.
if Kenny's done-
Supercross only,
if
he
he's
can
t-
get wins.
Yeah, but
Chase
the other
Kenny's
part of
done.
it,
guy.
Marv knows that bike he's on. He knows the surroundings he's on. It's not like he has bad blood with him either. That's where he's going to want to stay.
And
He
that's what I
doesn't-
mean.
He doesn't have bad blood with them yet, but if he doesn't get a deal, let's face it, it took a long time to get a deal this year. If he doesn't get a deal and he's not done, and look, he's won a race.
Yeah.
Okay, send him to Gas.
Coop hasn't won a fucking race.
Send him to
Barsha-
Gas.
but
They were going to
hasn't
send
Barsha
him there
said-
before
Barsha
anyway.
doesn't want a teammate. So
Nope.
that's
And he's not
gonna be a
going to
thing.
Husky because now we know that
He
Christian's
said he
going
doesn't
there,
want a teammate. Barsha.
Barsha. Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
why
see
Barsha's the only 450 guy.
which is dumb.
So until
whatever.
Barsha retires from that team, you're not going to see
Which once again
more than
is
one
why I don't
gas
see
guys.
I don't see Marv going anywhere.
I could see him with a 1-year deal at Honda for Supercross.
Triumph.
If Kenny's done, they're going to have another 450 guy up there, and it's going to be Jet. It's not going to be Marv. They're not going to sign him for 1 year.
I'm telling. So the pieces are starting to come together in my head here. I may be brain fading a little bit here.
Who they're
going to
put on the factory Honda?
They put Marv on Honda for Supercross only next year. That keeps Jet in the 250s outdoors this year to defend.
No.
250s next year in Supercross
He's
to
higher than
defend,
fucking Kite.
and then he goes outdoors 450 next year.
I don't see it, man.
I see it.
Why would Marv? If Marv can't get a ride with KTM, he calls it quits.
Yeah, why
Because
would he go-
want to develop a bike all over again and all that shit?
Yeah. Go to a new team
And then just be like, oh, I'm going to do all this work to develop this bike.
and you know
then
they ain't
just
going to
fucking
pay
be
him worth
done.
the shit because of the fact that they know they're going to have to pay out the ass for Jet the year later.
You know who?
And
Honda,
Chase because Chase's contract's up.
You know who Honda should grab?
Who?
Vince motherfucking Freeze, dude. Good fucking rider, dude.
I agree with. Wow. I don't know if
Chase isn't going to stay there either.
Where's he going to go?
I don't know, but he's not going to stay there because they're not going to pay him. Once they get Jet, they're not going to.
They're not paying Chase anyway. He's wearing Alpine Star gear for a way lower.
I don't
rate
see
than the
where
rest
Chase
of
is
them
gonna
because
go, though.
He asked to wear Alpine Star.
Chase doesn't. I mean, we're getting way off topic, but I don't see where Chase goes either. He doesn't have a place outside of Honda. Everybody's signed up. Like that's the thing we haven't really talked about this because we're obviously halfway through the entire year. But like a lot of these dudes that are going to be contracts up are probably going to end up staying in their same spots unless they get bounced because of 250 dudes. Chase, where's he going to go? Husky's
Let me ask you this: if a team looks for Supercross at J. Coop or Marv, who are they signing?
J. Coop.
Gross.
He's younger,
Sign
and that's
J.
all you got to know. He's younger.
Yeah.
Marv's going to be 32, bro. 32. 32.
And this sport still hasn't come to the grips.
And here's
like
another
us,
thing.
where we'd rather sign an older guy.
Who you gonna pick up? Colt Nichols or Marv? Colt Nichols.
I don't know.
I like Marv.
Colt's not young either, though.
Colt 26.
Young enough.
Lot of
It is younger.
26 is a lot different than 30. Look, I hate the fact that Marv is going to be out of a ride because I think he's getting screwed on that end because they are just looking at him. Oh, you're old, but it's like I don't see a place for him. What is he going to go to Cowie? No. Once again, he's not going to develop a relationship with these people for 1 year and then go, sorry.
It depends how much he wants to race, dude.
And he's going to want a lot of money. I mean, I don't know how much money he's getting paid at KTM, but I can guarantee you it's not a low.
What's a lot of money?
I mean, every time I've seen him, he rolls up in a Porsche. He rolls up in a BMW.
He's
M3.
got to be making over 500K. There's no way he's not.
easy.
And I don't know what his
Easy.
bonus. See, I want.
I don't think he-
but I
no,
don't want to
there's
say a
no-
million though. I don't want to say a million though. But he's definitely making over 500K.
Fucking way.
He's got to be. He's got to be making.
I bet
over
he's
500.
maybe making 3 this year.
Dude, he's got like
Maybe.
fucking 3 houses.
He's the 3rd guy on the team.
He's the 2nd guy.
Okay,
he is
whatever.
not.
He is the 3rd.
All
He
in
is the
over
second.
500.
He is the
easy.
third.
All in over 500 easy.
You think that they have higher expectations for AP than Marv?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
AP's
I
got a
think so.
2-year deal.
They wanted AP to go outdoors.
AP has a
But Mar-
multiple-year
yeah,
deal.
the only reason- but Marv
has
said he didn't wanna ride
Supercross
outdoors.
only that took him months to fucking
Because Marv didn't want to
negotiate.
ride outdoors.
I would say maybe they're probably paying him like $350, something like that. But gear bonus,
350
probably
is
a high
top.
bonus incentive as well.
350 is
Okay, so
top.
either way you look at it, he's still making over 500K.
With the bonuses.
Yeah,
probably,
so either way, like you can any way you want to word
Okay,
it,
but
he's
I'm
still
talking,
making
but I'm
500.
talking salary. I mean,
Yeah,
Tomac's also making a shit ton of money because he's won fucking 5 or 6 races, whatever the fuck it is this year.
yeah, but I guarantee though Marv has been doing this for a long time. He knows how to structure his deals, and they're not just gonna be like, "Well, no, fuck you." He just didn't want to ride outdoors. That's his thing. So my point is that
I heard it wasn't him that didn't want to ride outdoors.
see, then that's completely conflicting from everything they said from a lot of other reporters like LeBig and all them that he didn't want to ride outdoors.
LeBig would know. The
And
first
LeBig,
guy,
I'm gonna
the
take
first
LeBig.
guy
First guy
Marv
he hugged
fucking
last
dropped his
night
bike
was
and talked
LeBig.
to.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take LeBig over all those other dudes. Like no
Where
disrespect.
did LeBig say this? I want to.
I don't fucking know.
I
Like,
want to listen to this.
that
Or
wasn't
read
in-
it or
Probably in
something.
French. You better get your fucking
Probably
decoder
fucking-
out.
That's fine. No
I don't
problem. I
fucking
have
know
Google
whoever
Translate.
LeBig is affiliated with. I don't know who he's
Le
affiliated
Big, a motor vert.
with. Is Motovert still a
I
thing?
think it's motor vert.
Oh, anyways.
Moto
So either way,
Averte.
we're getting off topic. Marv wins. Good for him. I'm stoked that he won because I do believe this is last year. I really don't give a shit what anybody else says.
I think
XX
that bought him
Global.
a ride next year.
Huh?
I think if he didn't win, he didn't
Yeah,
have
an
a ride.
SX Global.
I
That's
think
where it bought him a
I think it
fucking
bought him a
ride.
Nah,
Okay,
he
let's
had a
not
ride
go
in
off
that
topic
anyway.
again.
SX Global.
So Anyway, all right. Chase Sexton goes 1-3-3. That was a good ride for Chase.
Hey, can we talk about that fucking start?
You mean that Michael Essie start?
Very
Holy
much
shit,
shit. That
dude.
first one, fucking incredible.
Yep, give me my first to the finish line points, baby.
Fucking incredible.
You timed that bitch.
Quit talking about fantasy. People don't like that when we talk about that on the main
I
show.
do.
They
I
unsubscribe for that.
I
Well,
do disagree a little bit
well.
with what I don't know if Chris said it, but with what Coach and Kenny Watson said on their review show, because we obviously listened to that on the way home, that they said that they think Chase gave it away. Chase, and I said this to both of you, like that first main looked like whatever the one earlier this year. What was it? San Diego?
San
He gets
Diego,
out front and
Oakland,
goes,
one
he
of
Yeah,
those.
he just ripped. But like those second and third mains, he rode great, but he kind of it took him a good 5 minutes to get going.
Yeah.
And so I don't really know if I agree with that assessment that he gave that main.
I don't know that he gave it away. He didn't get the start in either of the second two to help him get the win.
Which is why I don't believe that.
Everybody said that it was fucking. There wasn't anywhere to pass.
Yeah, but that's why I believe that the only reason he won that race is because he got the start.
Yeah. Which he did too. He
Yeah.
fucking ripped that thing.
But then like I said, you look at those second, third mains. Even though he ended up third, it took him a good 5 minutes. I mean, that was it? The third main. Then him and Barsha fucking went back and forth for however many laps they did.
That light blue Alpine Stars gear was fucking sick.
Yeah, still needs to stop bleaching his fucking hair.
Sick. He does need to stop doing that. So, all right. So third, Tomac goes 4-4-1. And again, starts first two.
Can we
Didn't
talk
have good
about?
starts.
Can we
Good
talk
start,
about though?
third one?
Can we talk about those first two mains though? Like everybody was hyping up the whole thing that he's just going to dominate, and he killed it in that third main. I mean, him and Marv had they weren't really battling, but they had a really good race because like Marv was marking him the whole time. But Eli didn't really look like he was sporty the whole entire day. Like he was at the top of the board once.
He
I think
didn't look as dominant as he usually does.
I
but
mean, I'd probably ride the same way if I had a 50-point lead.
Yeah, but see, everybody, all the pundits in the industry were like, well, he's got 5 in a row. He's got what? How many rounds do we have left? 4 or 5? Oh, man, maybe he can keep it going.
But
and
even he said that there wasn't anywhere to pass on that track.
Was there anywhere to pass in Seattle?
No.
So that's my point. Like, that's what I'm saying. What I'm like,
Well, apparently there was.
see, that's why I bring that up is that like it seems weird that yes, contrary to what Mathis says about the track being simple, that track was not simple. That's very obvious. Whether you want to say it's only because it took it breaking down to not be simple. But I was just really surprised with all the momentum that he had coming in that he just outside of that third main just looked average.
Hold on. Here we go. Here come the comments. Because the guy goes 4-4-1, has a 50-something point lead, and you're heating on him about like, well, he didn't dominate.
How is this?
He didn't fucking dominate.
Am I heating? Am I heating on him?
I mean,
I'm not asking you. I don't really care
you're
about your
kind of
opinion.
talking down about the guy right now.
How am I talking
he
down?
He went 4-4-1 for third.
How am I talking down about him? Did we just talk about Chase?
You're like, well, he didn't dominate.
No, I'm not asking that. Did we? So,
I mean, like,
so anytime I critique a person that's talking down on him,
I mean, I don't know. What are you critiquing?
What'd you critique him on again?
I'm not critiquing him on anything. I'm saying, isn't it a little weird that he goes from dominating in people's opinion for the last 5 races? He's won 5 in a row. He's been on this roll. We talk about how dominant he is in Triple Crowns, and then he just all of a sudden, like, it took him the whole entire day to finally look like Eli has been the 5 rounds before
it took
this.
him a while to get spooled up.
So that's not heating on him. It's just observing.
It's just normal from what we've seen.
And it's just observing something. Like I'm not heating on him at all. And anybody that thinks I am, you fuck off. Like I'm not heating on him.
Oh, you're gonna get.
I'm just
comments.
sick.
The comments are coming.
I'm getting sick and tired of people saying I'm heating on him. I'm not heating on him. I'm critiquing the guy.
I'm waiting for that kid that calls into Pulp all the time as the Eli super fan to find us and fucking dude. He's just gonna.
I really hope so
every
because
fucking
That guy's
time.
fake though.
I will have an argument with him
Could be,
all day long. It's not.
Dylan.
It's
That's
not
his name, Dylan.
Dialogue.
You'll love
It's
him
not-
because
it's
his
not-
name is Dylan.
It's not
Randy Richardson, the
Yeah.
great Randy Richardson.
It's not heating on him. It's just observing. Like that's all it is.
There's a very heated undertone to what you're saying.
So did I heat on Chase by saying that I think that he didn't throw it away and like Marv was just better than him?
no.
So it's the same
But
thing.
you're heating on Tomei because you're just
How?
like he didn't dominate.
I didn't expect
I'm
him to
agreeing
dominate.
to disagree.
This is the heated undertone I'm hearing is that he didn't dominate.
I didn't expect him
mean,
to dominate.
It's to me it's like
Hey,
okay.
you see him over there?
Mm-hmm.
He's in Dexter's laboratory
he
over
get-
there pressing buttons.
He gets
That's what he's doing.
he gets to a race and he just doesn't dominate. Like all right, cool. You want to talk about somebody who has fallen off since they've crashed? Jason Anderson.
I think
that
there's
was
a
a
little bit more.
weird night.
I think there's
625. He
also. I think me.
they said it in the broadcast.
I think
completely
I don't think
agree.
he cares anymore.
He has not been the same since Detroit.
I mean, you said this because I mentioned this to
I
you.
agree with you on that. I
think he
don't
might be
think
cared
he
about
cares
outdoors.
anymore.
Yeah.
I think he cared a lot when he was in it.
I mean, why
and
would
now
he?
he's like, well, I'm not in it, so
why would he?
whatever.
Why would he?
doesn't need the money.
Yeah, I mean, he had he showed a lot of fight at Daytona, and then
Yeah.
after that, it kind of fucking ruined his steam.
I mean,
Yeah.
why would he? If you're 50 points back, why would it matter at this point? You're not going to win the title.
The only thing they're really fighting for is second in points. I'm sure that's a pretty good paycheck.
Yeah, but now what?
I think that's the only reason Mookie got up and rode.
Probably.
By the way, anybody still on board that Mookie's going to get a win this year?
Yes.
Mookie
Not a-
is a dramatic crasher.
not
He
a
almost looks
chance
like
in
he's
hell.
Mark
dead,
just won one.
and then gets up.
What's your
What?
point? The last few weekends.
Were you watching the broadcast today when we? He got
No,
his
motherfucker. I was sleeping.
he got his lever stuck in his knee brace, so he couldn't get up.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I thought
he
he
just
was
faded up
dramatic
too high. He
crashing
just faded
again.
up too high in the burn or that rut. and-
Like he did hurt his knee too, but his lever and stuff they said went through his pants and into his knee brace, and they had to like cut it out so that they could fucking shimmy it and stuff.
yeah, but okay. So two things. You just made the comment about Marv. Marv has been better than him. How many weekends in a row now? Mm-hmm. Okay, and second, Marv did win it. Was the most consistent, but that also was a triple crown. He didn't just outright win,
Mookie was another one yesterday though that did not look that sporty.
which is why I asked the question: do we still think he's going to win?
Yes.
Because
Till the last race, I'm going to say yes, he could still.
you
win
want to
one
talk about a
race.
guy that's kind of fallen off. Like he hasn't had the raw speed the last since Detroit.
I think he's been about the fucking same all year.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You really think so? Because I do not see the same guy since Detroit. We talk about Ando in Detroit. I haven't seen that same guy either. I mean, how far back has he had been at these last couple mains?
Fourth, fifth.
What is his?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Basic, that's who he is, bro.
Yeah, but it seems like in the first.
I mean, he was fourth in Seattle.
Yeah, but how far back was he though? Is what
don't
I'm
know.
asking. That's my question.
How do you? Why do you want to go like?
He's fourth.
They're
fifth, pretty
lapping
much
up
all
to
year.
seventh place, and
Okay, so that's why I
like,
asked the question: how far back is he, and why does it make you believe that he's going to get a win?
I mean, dude, look at Sexton in that first one last night.
Sexton-
you get a fucking whole shot,
But
and
Sexton
all of a
has already
sudden-
won
and
one this year, though.
You get a whole shot, you sprint for 2 laps, you gap, and then you maintain. And I mean,
But
all of a sudden,
Mookie's already-
you
did
pull
that
a
and
win.
got caught by
yeah,
Anderson.
exactly. Mookie's already had that chance this year, though.
Well, it still could happen.
See, that's why I asked the question. I'm not trying to hate on the guy.
Let's face it. You just made the point. Eli, if it's not there, is not pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ando, who's beat him earlier in the year, he doesn't fucking care anymore. Okay. So I mean, who do you got? Marv. Okay.
Marv and Chase right now are the two guys that I'm
and Chase,
looking at.
yes.
And Barcia obviously is still there.
Chase
Yeah,
is
Barsha was a little off the.
He was a little off.
well. He
Speaking of
broke a chain-
Barsha, went
after he broke a chain in
5.54
practice.
for fifth overall.
He might be nursing
broke the
an
chain
injury.
in fucking and what's it called? Press day.
Yeah, because when he went on off and that fucking bike probably G'd out so hard the fucking chain.
fucking snapped.
But that's just why I don't believe that Mookie's going to get a win. He's been great the entire year, and this is the best year he's ever had. I just have not been on board with I see him getting a win. I don't see where people could think that. Because he has had the chance to win this year, and he didn't do it.
I don't know. Marv just won a race last night, and you want to tell me
But that's my
Mookie
point, though.
Can't do it.
I didn't say
Marv's
he...
had more podiums snuck in
Yeah,
all year.
The percentage pie of him doing it is a lot lower than it was at the beginning of the year, but I still don't believe it's 0.
I'm not saying it's 0, but I think it's like 5%.
See, I'm higher than that.
Nah, 5. 5 for me.
I'm
that's
like
it.
I'm more like on the 40% range.
That's high.
But anyway, all right. So,
I'm drunk.
like I said, we just covered Barsha 5.54 for 5th overall. Justin Brayton, that sexy son of a bitch, goes 7.77 for 6th overall.
Wow, he better go to the fucking casino.
He should, dude. He should.
That sexy
He's just
bastard.
happy to be here.
I love
Happy to
Justin
be
Brayton.
Home-
hometown.
at the same time.
Second hometown race of the year. Happy to be here. So, Vince Freeze, also hometown race.
But man, I'll be real honest with you. That guy's a good
Vince
fucking
is a good
rider.
fucking rider.
This is a good
Freeze
fucking
is a
rider.
good fucking rider.
8.610 for
Listen,
7th overall. So
Feeling
that's cool.
saucy all
Listen,
day.
Vince
Sporty.
Freeze is a good fucking rider, and Justin Brayton even gave him some credit.
Dude, can we talk about that though? Those two linked up
They went
all 3
fucking
mains.
at it.
And yes, at the end of the main, obviously Brayton's fitness is a little bit better than Freeze's, but dude, they were battling.
So basically, Vince Freeze can win Daytona.
Man, I mean, you give him a start. If I can give him a start and have everybody else starting like 10th, hell yeah, I can.
All right.
Good fucking rider.
Good fucking rider.
Heart Raft goes 9.89 for 8th.
he was
didn't
there?
See
Can
him
I,
all
I'm
night.
gonna be real honest with you. I
I
forget
saw
that.
him at the end of the night, or at the end of the the mains going over the finish line because he was one of the last guys not to get lapped.
I forget the heartthrob is out there sometimes.
Me too.
Man, which is real shitty.
Quietly
because
good year.
He just had a good
like
year.
9th in points. So
Yeah, well, the field was pretty thin though.
Stu goes 3:19.6 for 9th overall. Like I said, it crashed in the second.
Go home.
Crashed in the second main, stuck a lever in the thing. Justin Bogley goes 17.
People pleaser.
9-8. The crowd.
Turned down for what?
Knack-knack,
Pleaser.
some clickers, did
10.
a fat whip on the last lap. Of the
Cole
fucking-
almost died a little bit.
And here we go.
I saw him in person. I almost sniffed him.
Kay Clayson, 11-12-11 for 11th overall. Fast Freddy goes 13-10-12 for 12. Starling 12-13-14. If anybody's got anything to talk about, stop me.
Ryan Brees was killing it for a minute.
Brees
That's what I was
10-8,
waiting for.
10-11-18, which
So
that
it should
let's
have
get
been
into
like
this
10-8-18.
because
Yeah.
there was a little bad juju there with us
Yeah.
last night because I made the comment about fuck Amart's in 8th right before he wads his shit. You then make the comment Brees is in 8th
Sorry, Ryan.
as he wads his shit.
Real
so, yeah.
sorry,
I
Ryan.
mean, who didn't wad their shit last night?
Shit.
You know
who
who
knows?
actually didn't wad their shit, which is real surprising?
A-Ray.
A-Ray didn't wad his
no,
shit.
he said he wadded his shit in practice or something, didn't he?
Well, yeah, I don't know about
maybe.
it. Yeah, but I mean, as far as the racing goes, he didn't want his shit. Where did Benny finish? 15th, right?
Benny, yep. 14, 18, 13 for
Kogan
15th.
Also wadded his shit.
Kogan Larnow.
Wadded his shit.
For those, it's probably
Loading.
not on TV or anything, but we were like, "Oh, look at Benny Bloss or whatever, that tall giraffe-ass looking motherfucker." He comes over the tunnel, cross ruts, and steps off the side of the tunnel.
And yeah, bounces off the tough block on the top of the
I
tunnel.
still really hope Rod Bell is okay because, dude, that
I did
crap-
see he had some marks on his back where it looked like he landed on his back on the side of it, and then his leg was wrapped up. He was on crutches, but he's good, nothing broken.
Oh, well, that's good because, dude, when I saw that crash, I was like, he's dead.
I thought Hampshire was going to be dead. Oh, and another guy that wadded it that nobody saw, and somebody in the stadium said after the whoops or somewhere, Joan Cross, whatever you want to say, fucking hit the wall and said it sounded like a 50 cal going off.
Jesus.
So he weeded it too, which makes sense because he was rolling around a little bit, did a lap, and then just pulled off.
Fucking death cross.
Yeah, so Carnell 15-15-15 for 16th. A-Ray 19-14-16 for 17th. Rod Bell 16-16-19 for 18th.
Oh, my God.
7 Deuce returned. He was looking thick.
Well, yeah, he fucking
Dad life.
Yeah, I picked him.
Me too. 18-17-17
You
for
kinda
19th.
look like him.
Joan
Thanks.
Cross 21-20-20 for 20th. Dean Wilson took a foot peg up the ass and went 22-21-21.
really hope his ass is okay.
And Alex Martin took a dirt nap for about 37 seconds right in front of A-Ray. And
Yo,
went
Amar-
20-22-22.
yeah.
His
Amar
little
pulled a
body-
Kimmy
his little
Granger.
lifeless body just rolled under A-Ray's bike.
Amart pulled a Kimmy Granger.
Oh my god, it was not good, dude. Flying W.
It was fucking bad.
Flying dub. And if you know, you know.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
this horny bastard saying over here?
I don't know. All right, let's...
Cole, I swear to God, I will come over this table and slap you silly. Shut up.
All right, let's get into our 250 results here. So 250 results brought to you by our friends at Holester Co. Make sure to check them out. Link in
Another
the description
fucking
down
death cross.
below.
Oh, jeez.
Holester Co. bringing you things that hold your things that go bang
Bang,
bang,
bang, and beep,
and they
beep.
also bring you things that go bang bang and the things that come out of things that go bang bang and all sorts of bang bang stuff. So make sure to check them out. Like I said, nice people over there. They are actually at the Log Road qualifier this weekend. So 250 Supercross results. RJ Hampshire dies 4 different times in the first 2 mains.
How
Goes
does-
2-2-1.
Is RJ made out of elastic?
Gets his first
I think-
fucking win.
So I think the hour meter on his bike, it's like it ticks and counts down, and then
Can we
it
start?
just fucking explodes.
Can we dub this the RJ clock anytime he's out front? Can we just dub this now an
Just
RJ clock?
period. He's a ticking time.
I'm
bomb,
serious
just
though.
waiting
Can
to go off.
we like just anytime we just like screenshot or anything anytime the RJ's out front, whether it's outdoors or Supercross, and just call it the RJ clock?
How funny was it last night, though? You said something in like the first main, and I was like, hold on, now we're just watching for RJ to crash. 2 laps later, just
Watch
fucking
him cross rut and
obliterates
just-
himself.
Oh, like
Dude,
slow motion.
Yeah.
When he hit the bales, man, I thought he was done. Like
It
he
shit
just
whipped him into the wall like that chick at the bowl
gravity.
last night.
Gravity does not like RJ. Gravity does not like RJ.
No.
like at
No,
all.
I think it does like him because he should be dead. Like,
you might be right.
Should have fucking died.
He might be right, dude. He might be Mr. Elastic.
But what a great emotional victory for him.
Yeah, and
to
then
win.
Jet just had to
I
steal the
didn't
show.
realize
Turning-
that was his first Supercross
turning
win.
point for him. Turning point.
I mean, no, because he
Okay,
didn't have
great.
a turning point outdoors when he won his first race.
Yeah, that's true too. So, all right, second place, Jet goes 1-1-5 with an exciting last main there.
Albert James.
At one point,
Well,
the whole Moto Academy
Moto
was down.
Academy was
The
down.
whole Moto Academy was down in the
Their
whoops.
whoop technique needs to improve.
In all fairness to Jet,
dramatically.
though, Jace Owen was going a little bit slower than Jet's brain could process by the time the whoops ended.
Yeah, that was just a poor
Yeah,
circumstance
I didn't realize those
there.
were two separate incidents.
Yeah, so
That would have been real funny though, because we
If they
saw
went
Jet
down together,
We
yeah.
saw Jet, and then we saw Albert down in the middle. And I'm not
Albert
going
is
to
AJ Catanzaro.
I'm not going to refer to him as AJ anymore. It's Albert, and I'm an
It's
athlete.
Arthur, bro.
Albert, and he's an athlete. All right.
It's because I'm an athlete.
I don't know what the fuck. We'll get there for a second.
Anyway,
we'll talk about AJ.
Jet's
for
got a
second.
34-point lead now, so basically keep it off the ground. He'll wrap.
Which, by
this
the way,
up.
because I would hope that
Also-
people would realize this, is because Cameron McAdoo took his shoulder and
Yeah.
just took a hammer and beat it over the side of it.
Yeah, in press day, so that's fun. Mitchell Oldenburg, first podium in I don't know how many years he said, goes 3-3-4 for third, beating out
Not impressed though.
What's that Moto Concepts bonus? 30 grand.
30 grand.
Was
Gotta
it
be.
30K?
I think it's 30. I think
Good
it's
job,
30
Mike
they pay
Genova, for
podium.
paying your fucking riders.
I mean, his
Unlike some
salary is
teams.
only 30K for the year, but his bonus program's 30K for a podium. So
I don't
that's
give a
good.
damn, dude. He's already made $60K. Then he's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
What's his salary?
It's low. Like their salaries aren't great. They're a high
30?
bonus
No,
program.
I bet it's-
I bet it's more than that, but
I bet it's
not a whole lot.
Probably like 50, 60.
I was gonna say he's probably making.
All right, if he made
average
60K,
American
More
income.
than that. That's more than the common
between 40
American.
and 60.
If he made
I mean,
60K and he just got a 30K bonus, dude, that's 90K. He's
I know.
Good to go.
I know.
Just
Like,
gotta do
his family.
hey, I'm not heated on it. I would like to see a more bonus
Boners?
structured program.
Well, it's like Carmichael that one year. He goes, you can either take this for your salary or your bonus. He's like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going high on the bonus. I don't want to get paid the entire year of their salary.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine that check when it hit the account at all at once.
Oh fuck.
Fuck me, dude.
Fucking bank probably went.
Yeah, the bank was like, "Did this just get hacked?"
I got a story to tell you guys about a YouTube video I watched after we get done here.
Okay.
Oh, let it rip before you
No.
forget.
No.
What's it about? Money?
Yeah, and it has nothing to do
Can
with
I say though
Moto or
that
anything.
as stoked as I am for Freckle, by the way, that is Mitchell Oldenburg for anybody that doesn't know. The next guy that got fourth though, I would have much rather.
I'd
seen
rather
him.
seen him on the podium.
Especially for the
Yep.
fact of what we had heard, what he said in the interviews. You obviously didn't hear this because he was sleeping, or you were sleeping. But Chiz was talking to Bobby Regan, by the way, about bonuses, and his bonuses are for third or better, and he got fourth. And he told Bobby, he's like, "Well, I'm getting third or better tonight," and he didn't get third.
He got fourth because he
So
went
now he doesn't get
4,
any-
4,
So he
3.
didn't get paid at all.
Who the fuck did that math of him going 4-4-3 and thought he got
Kiefer.
third over a 3-3-4?
Kiefer's the one that fucking. let
No,
it rip.
they were saying that on the fucking broadcast or something.
I
don't
mean,
fucking-
yet again, though, you would think 15, 15, 15 would get you 15th. And it didn't.
Anyway,
That's why this Triple Crown shit is annoying
is he
sometimes.
making any money? You think?
Who?
No, he's
Chiz?
got to be riding for free, other than his
Chiz?
bonus. Yeah,
Oh, I bet he's got. I bet he.
Well,
Talked
he's
Bobby, he
getting-
talked
he's gotta
Bobby
be
into a
getting a little
salary.
something.
he's probably got. Yeah,
Because-
he's got something structured, but like he made the comment though to Mathis, getting that third would have really helped him out.
Yes.
but
yes.
he even said he's like, "Oh, I'd rather have the
It's
trophy than the money."
It's probably not a big salary, but it's probably covering at least what he was going to be making from his sponsors riding the
no.
450.
and let's be real though, he's about to make a whole lot of money in Denver Friday night, so he's fine.
It's
Is
gonna
he
be awesome.
racing that?
I
Yeah,
think-
dude, he's because he's the top privateer.
No, it's not because he's a top privateer.
What?
It is because he's going to be. I believe he's going to be one of Mathis's wild cards.
Oh,
Are they going to start him backwards? Or are they going to keep him
I
on
don't
the
know.
250?
There's all sorts of shit he's been throwing.
He even
around
made
on
this
the
comment
shows.
though. He made this comment on the interview. He was like, "Yeah, it doesn't really matter though, because I'll make it all back at that in Denver."
Yeah.
He was basically calling his shot, Babe Ruth style.
Yeah. All right. So fifth, Phil goes 5-10-2. Rough
I was
second.
very
moto.
surprised that he kept Hampshire.
Dude,
Honestly,
he was good last night.
As happy as I am for RJ, and I'm not even a Phil fan, I kind of wanted RJ to just tuck the front. And
I
Yeah,
was
have
hoping
Phil
he tucked
win,
the front
yeah.
too. I think Phil was too.
Phil even said it. He's like thinking
yeah.
about the whole time. He's like, RJ, just tuck the front. Just tuck the front. Just give it to me.
Yeah, just RJ, do RJ things.
Great.
Just do RJ things.
Great ride for Phil, dude.
That's
Great
Especially
ride.
after considering not making it in Indy.
Yeah.
Hey, all these teams don't want to sign the veterans.
Right
Got
there's a
Oldenburg,
prime example.
We
Well,
got
we'll talk-
Chiz, we got Phil, we got Jason.
So two things. One's just a comment, and the other one's a question. Before we move on to after Phil,
Yeah.
if Cooper or Colt, which I think Colt is going to be more likely out for outdoors, I hope Chiz gets that 250 ride for outdoors.
Colton outdoors.
He's in?
I've seen some riding with him. I think.
Okay. Well, then hopefully Justin Cooper's not.
Yeah, Cooper's riding too.
I know he is, but I can cross my fingers. So that's my comment. And my second question is, and we'll get to this when we do our outdoor preview. Do you guys think Phil is going to be actually pretty good outdoors on that 4? I mean, we know he's good, but do you think if some of the field is pretty thin, do you think he can be?
Is he going to
like,
the 450?
Yeah.
He's been riding 450 and then
He's
goes
pretty
450
good if
outdoors.
he's get the suspension.
You think 5 to 8?
Yeah, probably somewhere in there.
All right.
I'd say 5'8" if he's got the suspension
I think he's
program.
in top 12 all the time.
You think that's probably his goal, or do you think he actually wants to be top 10 all the time?
Yeah,
He probably wants to be top 10.
Yeah.
He probably has a bonus structured for top 10s, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
with
another
you.
thing we should touch on sometime about how these guys should be smarter with the way their money. Do you want
Yeah.
salary or you want bonus?
Yeah. All right. So
want
Jordan
salary.
Smith goes 6'5", for 6. Jace Owen.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the fact that your boy Jet just fucking moved him out of the way.
That's fucking awesome. Jumped right in that rut in that off
Jordan
camber.
Smith?
And
I
that-
did see
fucking
that.
moved
That,
him.
by the way, that is super impressive coming off of a double, having no transition to get you like into the corner,
And it was
it's an
out
off
of that. And
camber.
it was out of that sand corner too. Like,
It's like Jet just like, nope, Jet that or Schmitty, that's my corner.
yeah. So anyway, Jace Owen goes 889. Couldn't have really told you
good
other.
season for Jason. I think
Yeah.
this is probably a career best for him.
He also, I can't
He's
remember.
like
what,
heart wrapped. You just don't know he's out there.
I can't remember what. I think he's riding with no knee.
That could be.
I don't think he's riding with a knee. I think one of his knees is shot right now.
Good thing they got these
Owen?
knee braces.
Yeah.
I think it was last year, and then he got it fixed.
No, I think then maybe he's dealing with another nagging injury because I know he's not 100% right now. Yeah, that sounds right, but I know he's got something going on where he's not 100.
Either way, man.
So that makes it
he's
even
been
more
riding
impressive.
really well.
Which last thing I'll
been
say about
getting good starts,
Jace.
too.
Last thing I'll say about Jace, we always known that Jace Owen has had the speed to do this shit. He's another guy that's always been kind of a ticking time bomb. Even what was that 3 years ago when he was on that Honda, like when he got 5th the first race of the year, and we go, what the hell? He's always been this way. He finally, I think, has learned to tone it back a little bit. And it's good to see Owen do well because he's another kid that's kind of around from this area. He rode around this area a lot. I like Jace Owen. I think he's a good kid, so it's cool to see him doing well finally.
Yep. John Short goes 12, 13, 10 for 9th
Out of the LCQ.
out of the LCQ. Raymir Alves goes 10, 11, 15.
Fuck, I should have picked him.
Yeah, I did. Derek Drake goes 22, 9, 7.
Was running 5th at one point in that third man.
9-7. Wow. What happened in that first one?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Lopes had a up and down night. Goes 26, 12.
Another dude that should have
for
died.
12th. Another dude that should have died
Yeah.
twice.
Almost killed Tom Jurnett.
Almost killed film
That-
guy Tom.
Whew, that crash was gnarly.
Gnarly. That was real gnarly.
Thank you,
that
Utah
first
Sports
one.
Commission.
Yep. Cartwright goes 11, 14, 13 for 13.
Good for him for actually getting in the main, considering how shitty he rode in Indy.
Michael
Or
Hicks on that.
how he weeded it in practice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Track was way faster in the first practice, by the way, and Hicks got like 6th overall.
Yeah.
Dude, even the
Hicks-
C dudes were riding pretty good in that first practice.
Right.
Hicks was 4th before the red flag.
Like let's be real, we know that he wasn't gonna be able to hold that for the entire main, but that was just impressive in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because he was
Well-
in that little group that was like freight trading outside of RJ being out there.
Yeah. Well,
Our-
the first moto, he went 9, 15, 14. I couldn't have told you. He got
Michael
the top
Michael
10,
Hicks
but
is
that was
Michael
wild.
Hicks is
That's
a fast
wild.
kid. I've
He was good at the arena cross stuff, and I think he's now he's figuring out how to ride the little more open floor.
give that
space
kid a
kind of stuff.
450 outdoors, and he will do damage. He's even better outdoors. Give him a
I saw him at
450.
Motoland.
Yeah, give him 450 outdoors. The kid's fast.
Interesting. Jarrett Fry goes 13, 12, 16. Doesn't die.
Doesn't die.
For 15th. Pierce Brown.
Oh my God.
He,
Are we gonna touch on this or no?
Fucking night.
You want to touch on this or no?
Okay, so we were wondering what the fuck happened.
So he goes 21, 22, 6. So here's what I have pieced together through.
Ollie Stone actually replied to the Twitter.
What'd Ollie say?
He said, what did he fucking say? That once the bike leaves or something. And then I responded, I was like, that makes no sense because the bike broke in the first race. Why not grab the other bike and bring it down for the second race?
That's where they fucked up. Okay, so let's.
why did they try to fix the first one and bring it down?
So what happens is, let's just put this out there for anybody who doesn't know. The first race, Variz fucking lawn darts himself in the 3-3 before the tunnel. Bike
the
is
TPS.
flipping, hits Pierce's bike, yanks the TPS sensor out of the bike, I guess. We'll call it that, okay? I don't know exactly what happened. It fucks up the TPMS sensor, or the
TPS, throttle position
throttle
sensor.
position sensor.
Jesus.
Okay? They, instead of grabbing the second bike that they tech, because all these teams can tech 2 bikes for Triple Crowns.
And they did.
And they did. Instead of grabbing the second bike and just being like, all right, cool, this one works. Let's just let's just grab this one and go down for the second one so that way we're cool. They throw a new throttle position sensor in. He goes down for the second one, rides one lap, and the fucking thing still isn't working because obviously it yanked wire somewhere else. In my mind, this is a stupid ass fucking move on their part.
Which is really dumb.
High oversight on them because if it's an electrical thing, you don't know if it's just that piece or something else. Get rid of it. Get all new.
Grab the other bike.
Which is
Grab
really
the other
dumb
bike.
because if anybody doesn't know, when you yank those throttle position sensors out to retune them, you have to use an ohm meter or a multimeter to basically get it to function correctly. And another thing too, and this kind of goes back to why we had a sight lap on the first lap or the third lap. Guess what? If we would have had a sight lap on the second lap, they would have known right away that we could have gone out and tested the fucking bike.
They could have got his bike,
and we would have gone, oh, this is not right.
We'll get to that at the end because I want to talk about that too.
Fucking
There's
stupid.
3 things I want to talk about after we're done with the race. So anyway, so what ends up happening is the bike doesn't work. They go to leave because they're like, well, fuck it, the bike's not going to work. We're 3 minutes into a 10-minute main anyway. Let's just go back. We'll get the other bike. We'll come back for the third one. When they go back, Peters crashes, causes a red flag. They grab the other bike and come back. And then when he gets on the back on the line to do the restart, they come up and tell him, no, you can't race. Which, per the rules, makes sense. Because you can't go up the tunnel, grab a new fucking bike, and come back for the same race.
My thing is they just should have grabbed the other one off the fucking rip.
They should have grabbed it off the rip. Yes, you are correct. That was this to me is a management.
If our timeline is correct, we could be way fucking wrong.
If this is what happened, which is what I think happened because we've been listening to information all morning. If that's what happened, this is a fault on management and nothing to do with Pierce Brown or really most of the team in general.
Will Hahn. I'm just playing.
Will Hahn's not even with that team anymore. Or yeah, never mind. Sorry.
What
I'm
the?
thinking Star. God damn it.
Well,
big media mogul.
well,
over here.
that also.
He's a fucking trainer. all
Well,
right?
and Will
Anyway.
wouldn't even. That would have been.
No.
And I'm not trying to diss on the mechanic. That would have been a mechanic thing.
Yeah, that would have been a mechanic or Tyler Keefe. Like Tyler Keefe should
Tyler
have said,
Keefe?
just
Fuck Tyler
grab the
Keefe,
other bike.
fucking bitch.
Anyway,
Whoa.
they should have just grabbed the other bike. Whatever. Pierce Brown goes 21-22-6 and crashes like 4 times in the last main. Still gets 6th. Should have been better than that.
Yeah, because he was running like third, I
Yeah.
think.
So
Yeah, that
whatever.
whole thing was dumb.
Okay.
Wait, did we talk about Josh Varese for a second? He got 8th overall, didn't he? Didn't Josh Varese get 8th overall?
Yeah.
Dude, we didn't say anything about him. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Good for him, dude.
He had, he had
18.
a shitty first one, didn't he?
He's kind of just been
18th, the first one, but that was because he crashed there.
Yeah, he's kind of just been like his best is like a 10th.
for
Like
8th, yeah.
this is, I mean, I understand the field has dwindled down, but like that's good, right?
Good for him.
I just glossed over.
Hopefully, he got a bonus.
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah, who knows? But he's on that 21 Factory Husky, so
I mean, he's
whatever.
better than a lot of the other bikes
Yeah.
out there. Let's be real.
All right, back to it. Jack Chambers, 17th overall goes 17, 16,
Cole picked him.
17.
Picked him.
Kyle Peters died on the track. He went 7, 21, 22. We think
broken
it's a
neck, they're saying.
What?
broken neck.
Oh,
Oh,
But he can feel everything.
well, that's good.
still, that's
Gross.
Oh, he's
Terrible.
done. I
That's
think
what
he's-
I saw on
think
Twitter
he's-
earlier.
I think he's done.
It's time to drink beer and sell cars, Kyle.
I think he's done.
Yep.
That's the end of it.
So-
It's fuck. That's shit.
Max Miller goes 14, 20, 18 for 19th overall.
Max is looking spicy all day. Kid's
Yeah.
fast, man. He's got good style.
Fucking rip it in the whoops.
Lance Kobush goes 15, 18, 20 for 20th.
Good for him.
Jeremy Hand goes 19, 17, 19 for 21st.
He had a weird fucking
I think he had a.
Yeah.
I think he. Well, he popped
His
a
bike was
chain.
all fucked
I think he
up.
popped a chain in one of those banes.
Maybe. I don't know.
What was the third? What did he get in the third bane? What was it?
19.
What was that? His worst
one of them
main?
he was parked after the finish
No,
line. trying
first
to
one was
figure it
also
out.
19th.
I think he popped a chain in the third main.
Wasn't he way better than this last year?
He was way better than this earlier in the year.
Earlier this year, yeah.
Yeah, he's been.
He had some
It's
issues.
been struggle
on
street. I feel like I remember picking him a lot.
Wow.
last
Another
year.
thing too, though, man, is
For
he
fantasy
he's
stuff.
he's a 450 guy, and he's not really a supercross guy. A lot of his best finishes have been outdoors.
Yeah, maybe. I
Been
don't
a
know.
top 15 guy outdoors quite a bit on a 450.
And then Mr. Moto Academy, Albert, because he's an athlete,
James.
qualifies for his first main of the year.
through the time
And goes 16, 19,
Well, he's been
21.
qualifying well all
He
year.
has been qualifying well, but I think that's because he's in B practice, so the track's a lot fresher.
Yeah, but
he
wait.
has been qualifying well.
Well, yeah, but he also
Because
didn't
there've been
qualify well at the first Triple Crown to make it in.
Because there are several weeks I've looked at him.
Is he
and
getting bonus
gone,
money just for making it? What's his deal? Because there's no way he can be.
I don't know what his deal is. He's a full-blown Moto Academy. I think he's self-sponsored.
I don't know what his deal is, but like I don't know how you can be that good in practice and be the way. And I'm not hating on him right now since we're actually talking about him. I don't understand you can be the way AJ is. A stickler for technique, do the videos. This is what you do for a living as far as like critiquing people, having good technique, being as fast as you are in qualifying, and then show up at the races at like
And
dude
get garbage starts.
and what was it and I watched it. I don't know if you guys seen the same thing, but I'm sitting there and it's almost like he was accepting it, like it's not that big of a deal.
Right, because he would get a shitty start.
And then he would just like almost,
and then he would look back in the first rhythm and then just
and then he was doubling through the whole rhythm section. I understand, like you're in a pack, like sometimes you're gonna have to check up, but he had enough of a gap. Another thing too, I understand Jets' his buddy. What's his fucking shit with him like doing this whole thing? I know it's funny, but it's like, dude, if this is what you're doing for a living, unless he just really doesn't care and he's just there because like, hey, it's to
I'm promoting the academy.
but like,
and all that.
doing this and like doubling up on the triple, like do you
waving at him
do you know
and-
what I'm saying?
I think that's a big part of it. I don't like I don't know that he really cares.
We
that much
understand, we
about
know where his
racing.
money is being made.
Yes.
But it's like if you're gonna do that and spend all this time, like, and you make your first main in a long time, because he made no mains last year in the 450 class, and by no means, once again, am I hating on AJ right now. He's still a bad dude on a dirt bike. Albert, he's a bad dude on a dirt bike, and I actually like watching him ride. I just don't understand what is like his thought process through all this, because I watched that last night. I'm like, dude, I would have figured his first main in almost 2 years.
So honestly,
for me, I'm like, okay, I'm Moto Academy. I made the main. I want to show people I actually know how to fucking ride.
And once again, his technique is better than 90% of the dudes in that class anyway, so it makes no sense to me. What were you going to say?
I think it's all marketing.
And maybe it is.
That's really what I think it is.
But it's his first main in a long time, though.
Yeah,
What do you
he's
think
in
he would
with
take it?
Myrtle and stuff
When do you think
now,
he would
but-
take it serious?
I
Not that he
so
wasn't
he's-
taking it serious.
So you got to remember too, this is the first time in years he's taken it serious, because he went to club and rode for like a whole month and a half.
I can't believe
before
he
the
was
he
season.
weeded it in the whoops, was fine, and then just pulled off.
I can't believe that he didn't take it serious last year, dude. He showed up to all the races. He was on a fucking
Look,
full-blown team.
He had. What do you mean?
He was on that fucking. He was on.
team.
Yeah, he was on the SGB team last year.
Well, unless he's not putting out the YouTube content, which I don't believe that for a second, he didn't train much last year to get
Well, I
ready.
think that's bullshit because he literally was in Florida before the first round of Supercross.
Yeah, he rode Ratcheries twice.
The video that I'm talking about wasn't at Ratrace. This was like the pre-intro to like
I
the
don't watch
actual
them,
team.
so.
I don't.
From what I remember of his YouTube stuff, and again, it could be different than what YouTube is showing.
Yeah.
He rode Ratcheries a couple times last year, and that was it. He did
I-
not ride much before.
I don't
He was
know.
doing
Either way, if
fucking
you're making a
academies.
main, I would be charging a little bit to be like.
This is all I'll say.
It's kind of like a promoting your business. Like, hey, Moto Academy, I'm a main event guy. Like, I
Yeah.
do good in the mains. Like,
And this is all I'll say. I've been around enough of these dudes for as long as I have. I feel like that when they say shit like that, they're just doing it to cover their ass because they're getting their asses handed to them. Oh, I'm not taking you serious. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. You're not going to spend all that money. You're not going to assign to a team and then not take it serious. Unless you are trying to breach your contract and just get out of it, which for AJ, that would be dumb because it's not like he
yeah,
was,
that's only like a Shane McElroy.
I just,
thing, you know?
I'm not disagreeing with
But
what you're saying.
But what do you mean signed to a team? You rode for SGB.
It doesn't matter though. Your bikes are still getting to the races. You don't have to pay for a damn thing as
People
far
are
as the bikes.
taking money out of their pockets
and
to support
AJ
you.
has been around this a long enough time. He's not if
He's got
that's
a-
his
he-
attitude,
he's got a
it's a
big-
shitty thing to do.
Think about this. So you have TLR Coatings, Kawasaki.
Yeah.
And you are paying AJ Cantanzaro. You're taking his bike fucking everywhere, and he's giving you piss poor effort.
What do you,
How you feel?
What do you think why am I signing Catanzaro?
Okay, you're a business guy, so I get it.
If I'm signing Catanzaro, it's,
SGB doesn't-
it's for his following.
But
to sell
SGB
shit.
though doesn't think about that way because that was when Babbitts was doing it. And trust me, Babbitts does not give two fucks about that. Those dudes have enough money; they don't care about that. They do not care. You can argue to me in the death in the face about the whole marketing thing. Babbitts has enough money. Eddie Babbitt does not care.
And you think they're
Oh, they
signing
gotta fuck our money.
AJ Catanzaro
Why would
for
you
results?
Why would you sign Jeremy Smith then? They had A-Ray and AJ Catanzaro. They got their content that they needed. They also had Jeremy Smith and who was the other
Rod
dude?
Bell.
Rod Bell. Rod Bell doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. They didn't sign if they even signed the cat
Yeah.
They didn't sign the cat for results. They knew they weren't getting results. They signed him to bring
So
light
you can
to the
so you can
team
take
through
so you
content.
can so you can take that away then.
They signed.
Then it's a shitty-
they
it's a
signed
shitty thing.
Jeremy Smith. They signed A-Ray. They signed what's it called? Whoever Rod Bell. Last year, they signed them for results. That
Then
was
it's
who
a-
they wanted for
then
results.
it's a shitty thing on
AJ
AJ's
was
end.
there to bring light.
It's
to
a
the
shitty
team.
thing on AJ's end though, with how much time his mechanic puts into that and all the people put into effort in that for him to go out and give piss poor. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If I'm his mechanic and I find out that he's just fucking around and not caring, I'm pissed.
If you're his mechanic, and
At that point, I would almost be
His
like,
mechanic is
at
not
that point,
getting paid.
I would
what you
almost
think
be
it
like,
is.
hey, just be an ambassador for us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at it as all the effort that whole entire team goes into. And yeah, you are right on the sense that we know these teams pay for that, but people don't talk enough of the fact about how these teams, these guys.
I think you're looking at this wrong. He is a factory team for the Moto Academy. It's marketing write-off for him.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if he's saying the effort the year before. He just wasn't putting in the effort, wasn't that big of a deal, wasn't riding.
He wasn't, because unless he's literally just lying to our face to say that for
And I'm not saying he is because I don't know.
that he's doing that to build a business, but knowing what it takes to put the effort in to build a business, I know what he's going through
And I
to
also-
build that business, and I see what he's doing. I mean, think about it. What has he done in the last year? He's launched an app. He's partnered with Jet.
Yep.
He's done all this
Yep.
online training on top of all the normal camps he's doing.
Yep.
It all makes sense of like, okay, what's going on the back burner? Because something has to go on the back burner when you're doing all this. It's riding.
And
you're
I-
not riding Supercross, and you're not grinding.
And
bro.
I totally understand that, and I am not
He's-
arguing with that, but I will talk to you from a mechanic who has gotten that, put in my time and my heart and effort and all that, and not gotten the effort out of the rider. To the mechanic, it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the fucking face.
Yeah, but dude, if I'm that mechanic, I knew going in what I was getting into.
You can't say that. You cannot say that because some of those mechanics don't know who they're going to work for at the beginning of the year.
Oh, you're talking the SGB mechanic.
Yeah.
I think that's a tight enough group. I don't fucking know. We can speculate.
And I do not know. I'm just saying that when guys say, "Oh, my year," like I wasn't putting in the effort, most of the time, it's because it's just a front, and they don't want to accept the fact that they're just having a shitty year.
I don't think AJ has that anymore because AJ hasn't had results for years. AJ's not going in there going, "Oh, I'm going to do anything." I don't think.
Well, then you know what?
Maybe he was just. Maybe it was
there.
a surprise to him to fucking make it.
It probably
No, I'm not talking about this race. I'm not talking about this race anymore. I'm talking about the fact of it all goes up to the fact I would have thought he would have just been a little bit more effort instead of just doing the things that he did, unless he just really doesn't care. Which, if that's the case, then just tell people that. Just let them know, hey man, if I make the main,
He
though,
does.
he told people this entire year that if he makes the main,
He says that in his videos. He's here for fun. He's not here to win a fucking race. He's here for fun. You're treating it like
I
he's
don't
still
watch him,
out
so-
there. I do watch his
He
race
looked like
videos
he was
because
just
I
out
like
there.
it.
So if that is indeed his mindset,
He's
then
there
he gets
for
a pass.
fun.
He gets a
I don't
pass,
think
then.
he's lying to anyone. I don't think he's lying to the team last year. I don't think he's lying to the
Well, this year it's
mechanics.
different
I
'cause
don't
he's
think
doing his
he's
own
lying
thing.
to anybody at all across any of the things. He does not give off the vibe that he's lying and he thinks he should be doing better. He's giving off the vibe of, hey, we're here. We're going to have a good fucking time. We're going to walk away from it.
Yeah, he was at PBR.
And we're gonna fucking we're gonna go race because let's face it, you need to market the Moto Academy. Where do all the fucking Moto people go to? The fucking race. So if you're there, you can market the Moto Academy. All the followers are fucking there. You can sell academies. You can sell app subscriptions. You can sell everything you need to sell. You're out there. You're doing fucking 1-footers. You're doing no-handers. You're doing whatever. You're waving at fucking Jet. So as Jet's going by,
Yeah.
as stupid as this is to you, because your mind is only, we need to fucking win races.
marketing.
That's it.
I get it.
He's
He's waving
waving,
at him.
and they're going, oh, who's this guy? They look him up. Oh,
Well,
that's
I
fucking
think people
AJ
already-
Catanzaro.
I think people already know that it's
And
AJ.
then they're going, oh, what is
And
AJ
it's on
Catanzaro
TV. Like,
doing?
look at this guy waving on
Yeah,
TV.
and then boom, they find the Moto Academy. Oh, Jet's associated with that. I fucking love Jet. I want to learn to ride a dirt bike. I'm going to sign up for the Moto Academy because I can get Jet to do it.
Yeah,
I mean-
I see both sides of it because I was shitting on him at first, but now that you say he's out there and he's actually
I just when I
The racing is literally just a
I was
fucking
under the
write-off.
assumption that
That's all it is. He's
under the assumption that he's just I'm fucking AJ Catanzaro. I'm the fucking shit.
I will say though that I've know some things about AJ, so why I'm just why it's hard for me to believe some of this stuff.
I mean, maybe. I
What
don't
do you know
know
about him?
When
Dude, I was
the last time you talked to him?
it doesn't fucking matter. Stripes don't change. I was around him, dude, the whole GPF thing back in the day when he was Dan Halseybrooks' teammate. I watched him. I was around him as an amateur before he went pro, and then when he went pro, not like, oh, we were buddy, but I seen him enough. You know this. When you go to the races, you see these people's attitudes. You understand how they are. Now, maybe he has changed, but once again, like...
So back then he was serious as fuck.
He was. He was serious about shit, and he also though had an attitude that like, hey, like my shit doesn't stink.
What year was this?
Yeah, I can see that. He's got kind of this cockiness.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to shit on AJ right now.
Maybe
like
that's kind of why I can't get on board with him.
Yeah,
and Craig's got kind of that to him too.
Yeah.
So I don't.
But I'm just saying, like,
I get what you're saying about the it's a write off. It's 100%.
And I'm not disagreeing with that either.
I was gonna say he's looking at it as a fucking factory team. What am I doing? I'm fucking marketing my fucking business. You know, I'm not selling bikes. I'm selling something different, but it's the same fucking thing.
But you also
So I
got to
don't
think
care
about
what
the
I
back
fucking
end.
spend
You
on
also
it.
got to think about the back end though too. Is that if he does really well and people look at him and go, holy shit, this dude just got top 10 in a 250 main.
I'm going straight to the Moto.
I'm going straight to the Moto Academy. So there's two sides to that.
But that's why he's got Jet.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's why he has Jet?
Jet
Jet's
is
like a
part of the
partner.
Moto Academy.
Yeah,
It's
but also
partnered with
Jet's
him.
Jet is there as just kind of a face. AJ's the one that's teaching these guys every class though.
I mean, so okay,
But
I
Jet
don't
does
have
get on there and do
I don't
videos
have
and
the
stuff
Moto
sometimes.
Academy app.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to be able to talk to Jet also.
You might be able to talk to Jet, but it's not like Jet at every one of these classes is literally the one riding the bike showing them.
No, but
Either
that's,
way, you get the point.
Like if I'm a newbie and I'm going out there and I learn from someone and I just watch this dude get top 10 in the main, I'm fucking and I know I can go train with him, I'm spending everything.
okay,
I
but
have.
here's an interesting question
but
I got a
he does that. So like
Sir.
the class he put
I
up
have a
last week was him and Hunter Lawrence,
yeah, but
who
that's
just
also
won a Supercross.
But that's also though, you got to remember though too with these classes, that's like a 1-2 time thing. Every class Hunter and Jet's not going to be there.
well, not every class,
but
but
it's
they're
drawing
there a
people in.
lot.
But then during the outdoor season, though, or during the summer, whatever he's doing, which it doesn't sound like he's probably going outdoors because he knows he can't make any money outdoors. Dude, he's doing classes all the fucking time. And Hunter and Jet are not going to be. I don't care what his video shows. They're not going to be there every time. They're just not.
I didn't say.
We know that.
I didn't
We
say every
understand
time.
that. Yeah.
I understand that. But he's very
But
good about
the
getting
glimmer
very
of
good
hope
people.
that he might be there is what drives
Maybe, but also, too, once again.
or they associate the Moto Academy.
If
with
you're a
Jet
kid
more.
And I'm not sure if you go to the thing because I haven't looked this up either. If you go and look at his classes, if it says who the co-teachers are, but
Yeah.
but it's usually not someone slow. that
No,
he
I
has
never
there
said it
with
was.
him.
I never
got a
said it
question for you
was.
guys. Who do you think got Myrtle involved? Do you think Catanzaro went and sold this idea to Myrtle, or do you think Myrtle saw the value into it and got?
I think Myrtle saw the value. If I'm going to be real
Really?
honest, yeah, Myrtle's smart like that.
So I didn't know if Catanzaro was smart enough to go to Myrtle and say, "Hey, this is my idea that I need you to execute." Blah blah blah.
No, Mertz has been around the industry long enough. I bet Mertz saw what he was doing on YouTube and stuff and saw how it was going with all the teaching stuff and went, let's go
I
have
got
a,
this
let's
guy.
have
I
a
got
conversation.
these tools. I got this. Okay.
Just like, okay, he's riding that all stock Honda, all stock.
He was at the airport with Myrtle today and stuff. So
Yeah.
I know he's involved.
Yeah, so all stock. So I don't know. I haven't really heard if he's bought that Honda. I bet he didn't buy that Honda.
Well, that's what Fox just doesn't sign anybody either.
Yeah.
and he's in Fox gears. So
Yeah. So there, I believe, I don't know. I can't remember if this has been said or not, but I would have a hard time believing that as involved as he is with Jet and as much as he's around Jet and Mertz and all that, I would have a hard time believing that Myrtle's not doing deals for him too.
oh, I bet he is.
Because in
Myrtle's
Myrtle's
looking
eyes,
at it like, hey, you have the reach. Myrtle sells numbers and analytics.
and he can it can
He sells
help
the
him with
analytics.
his guys too, with Jet and Hunter and all that stuff. So
Yeah, it's like a certain guy we know with some analytics and stuff that he thinks
Yeah.
he'd be able to sell to people.
Yep. So I understand what you guys are saying about, like, you know,
What you said,
you make the main.
What you said, him actually being open about that changed my tune a little bit. So Arthur, you're not on my shit list yet. You need to put your nose down a little lower though.
Yeah.
I wish you'd DM me back and you come on the podcast, but I mean, whatever.
I mean, when you drive a Mercedes, yeah, you're
Well, he also makes money flipping houses.
I would say his
he
chick,
flips houses.
his chick is really into
Yeah.
money and real estate and that kind of stuff. Like they're doing well.
Yeah.
they're doing really well.
Good for them.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay. So off that tangent.
Well, we got one more. And we're
No, that was it. That's
I
it.
need a nap time.
He was the end. Okay. So
No, we got one more topic to cover.
well, actually, one thing we didn't cover with the racing. Chad Reed was there.
Oh, God.
Rode an 04 YZ 250 two-smoker.
And that bitch tracked like through the whoops like an arrow.
That thing, he went through the whoops better than 10th place on back.
And people were like, oh, well, they were fresh. Well, it still takes the balls to come of that on-off and hit those whoops. Because
On a carbureted motorcycle.
And even when they were fresh, dude, those things were deep and peaky.
C practice didn't go through them that smooth.
Dude,
motorcycle.
exactly. Half of B practice didn't go through them smooth.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
he probably went through those whoops better than Benny did.
Yeah.
Dude, they need to bring somebody in like that in every time because what
MC.
it did is it got the rest of the boys fired up.
Yeah.
MC.
Made the opening ceremonies a little bit better.
It made the hot lap a little better.
Give
because
MC
Reed threw it or knack.
Yep.
Tomac throws it flat, and Mookie's like, "Fuck, I gotta toss one."
Barsha.
All tossed them.
Give MC an 05 since he's been the Cowie ambassador. 05 SR 250. I want to see him at A1 next year.
I give him a 450.
No, I want to see a two-stroke. I don't give a fuck about the
No,
450
but
shit.
Two strokes scare me.
Why? You don't have to ride it.
But Jeremy McGrath does. He's the fucking king. I don't
Yeah,
want
and
to see him die.
Look, MC.
KX500.
MC. He has a KX500. MC would be able to figure out how to go. If Chad can do it, MC can do it. We know that Ricky
I don't
won't do it.
I don't want a crazy failure.
It'll be fine. Oh, dude, that bike is going to have more people inspecting it than you could shake a stick at. Chad probably, I don't even know who works on his shit these days. Somebody.
That bike has been sitting in his trophy room for years.
No, that
No.
fucking the sheet metal guy.
Yeah. Who?
Sheet Metal 200. That's how I know him.
Is it?
Schiermeier, the dude with
Ben
the fucking
Schiermeier
beard,
from
yeah.
JGR. Yeah. The big bearded son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy. No, he's a good
The
mechanic.
guy, the Adams family looking.
Yeah, it's
guy.
got a factory carburetor on it. I don't know about everything else.
I got
That
a
bike is
picture of
not
it. I was looking it over, and you guys were just
Oh my
fucking,
God, that's fucking
gone.
Oh, wait a minute. One more thing before we get into the BBMX. Can we talk about Hardy Munoz and that 250 LCQ?
Dude,
just fucking sending it on everyone.
If you think
I love
Barsha's a killer, Munoz is way more deadly.
I love Hardy Munoz.
To himself and
For
yeah,
Oh, dude,
fucking
I
wild.
love it. I love it. That I am all for it.
not that
Marshall
great,
Welton,
man.
Marshall Welton probably don't
If
like
you're
it
in
too
front
much.
of Hardy Munoz, you are a target.
That's why I said this to Cole. I'm like, look, dude, if you even leave the door a foot open,
You're
you
done.
better
If the
guard the
wheel
inside.
fits, it's going.
Oh,
Yep.
he's going, dude. And it was just, and then on, what was it, John Short? Like, he's in
Oh,
qualifying.
God.
And
The one in the tunnel.
he's in qualifying, and he just rails John Short.
Tries
Oh,
to.
He hit
Well, he hit
Marshall
Marshall.
hard enough where a fucking clutch lever was down. He was adjusting it and shit.
Look,
Yeah.
I know that, dude, that pisses people off. And Hardy, like, that was way too aggressive in the 250 LCQ.
He showed a lot of hard T.
Okay, please don't do
Oh, my
puns. Dude, he's just, hey, man, he sends it, and at least you know with him, you're getting all heart because that dude does not care.
Yep.
But eventually,
he goes hardy.
the problem is he's going to catch up to him. Mm-hmm. He's going to piss off the wrong person, and then they're just going to.
Yeah, Marshall don't put up with no shit.
Which is why I'm surprised that when Marshall had the chance after the finish, why he just didn't
He
T-bone
wasn't
the.
close enough. He got a little wild.
Oh, he
in the
could have
whole-
just sent it though. I mean,
The bike bounced to the right.
yeah. No, that LCQ was wild. It was wild shit. Can we also talk about the fact that Max Volan didn't make the night show?
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Oh,
Shit, I meant
yeah.
to bring that up. I
Back
should have
to
had some
KTM,
notes.
not in the
That
mix.
is not a good look. This is not a good look.
Look,
for him.
dude, we're
Is
just here
he-
for outdoors.
Let me ask you: Is he back racing Supercross
No.
for contractual reasons? Is that why he's there right now?
I think so.
Maybe. But then I think he's going to do so well outdoors that I think it'll be fine.
We'll see, man. But it was not a good look yesterday. I mean, he qualified 21st,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the LCQ, shit start goes down, buried. I mean, it was bad. That was a bad look. Last
Well,
night.
and he won't be at the East-West Shootout this weekend, will he? I don't think he'll be able to go unless KTM just swings their dick around because it's points-based.
Oh,
Yeah. Is he? I don't think he's even allowed this weekend, right?
I bet he. I bet.
Well,
he's,
yeah, okay.
This works out the same way.
Well, he also
as-
rides the KTM factory.
I was gonna say
so-
this works out the same way as if Jet's bike was
Yeah.
broken last night. Same way,
Well, if he's there, and we kind of the moment that I said that's why I said, "Oh, KTM will just throw their dick around."
which does actually amaze me that Pierce Brown wasn't allowed to ride last night
yeah.
because factory too. I thought
Oh, somebody from FIM or whatever will be fired. It's fine.
I was
Or
gonna say,
AMA.
AMA got a call from Tyler Keefe last night.
And then if they didn't get a call from
visit.
Tyler Keefe, they got a call from Troy.
Yeah. So
So yeah, let's move on to the last topic. for
okay,
a minute.
so
Yard sale.
we have all seen this coming. We knew it behind the scenes.
Apparently everybody thought Chris Cooksey was dumb.
You've all seen and heard the news. So our buddy Chris Cooksey this week breaks the news wide open that the Rocky Mountain team is no more. The Rocky Mountain sponsorship's pulling out. The extra investor they had is pulling out. Ethan Lane's dad is pulling out. And the team's not going this weekend. Then we see Friday, the semi's there. We hear the riders are coming. We hear the riders aren't coming. We hear the suspension's been taken off the bike.
Yeah, we already knew.
We all knew they weren't. We, as a collective group here, the three of us, knew that there was no chance in hell they were riding this weekend. It was very up in the air. The team was running around the pits offering up to people. I guess Freddie almost rode for them, and then he backed out.
Thank God he didn't.
They were probably offering a check, which was a dumb idea because everybody knows their checks will just bounce like the fucking tires down the road.
We should have grabbed a set of wheels. The semi was literally a fucking ghost town.
The semi was there. It was a ghost town. Go check the. Go
I think
check.
I got
the
walked out with
Instagram.
that 450.
McElrath's bike was sitting there. From what we understand, McElrath and
Steve.
McElrath claimed he failed the concussion test, which is bullshit.
That's total
They
bullshit.
both-
I mean, he was being diplomatic. We know what he was doing.
yes,
but
they both were not riding this weekend to get out of their contracts because, as we have known for years, that team is in major financial trouble. We didn't start digging into it until last year when we found out that Baggett did not get paid, and then you start going through the years, and it turns out there's a lot of people on that team that have not gotten paid. We happen to know of at least one other rider that they owe at least $30,000, if not more, to. So needless to say, that doesn't surprise me at all that the team is not going to be anymore. They're saying that supposedly, there's new sponsors and we're going to be at the races.
It's going to be Ethan Lane starting. There are no riders.
As long as the checks don't go to Forrest.
We are trying to figure out a line to Savachi to see what he's doing. Haven't figured that out yet.
And I'm going to say this because Chris already said it on his show with Cooksey and the coach and K-Dub, because I wasn't originally going to say it because we kind of just all figured out at dinner who was the guy that gave Cooksey his line, but because he said his name.
We're not saying anything.
We're not?
We're not saying anything.
Oh, I thought he said it. I thought he said it on Cooksey and the coach.
No.
Oh, he didn't say it?
No.
Oh, never mind then. I thought he said it, and that's why I was going to say it, but he didn't say it. Okay, never mind.
No.
All right, well,
No.
never mind.
Don't say anything.
All right.
Don't say. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking
Look, bro,
horn
I
mouth.
thought he said it when we were listening to him. Maybe
Can't reveal the sources.
I'm muting you now.
Can't reveal the actual source.
No.
But the actual source is
Came
somebody
direct.
very important.
Came direct from the team. So, needless to say, this is not a surprise to any of us. And they're done. So this will be interesting to see. Now we have heard that
Turn it back on.
We have heard that the Lane guy is only if you promise to keep everyone's name out of your mouth. We have heard that the Lane guy is going to start a team. It's going to have Anstey on it. That's what Cooksey's saying now. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. It's all up in the air at this point. It's a very fluid situation. We'll see what happens here. It'll be interesting. It'll give us something to talk about since the championships are all but wrapped up in all three classes.
And I want everybody to keep in mind, like, if you go to Pulp and you go to all these guys, they're not going to fucking say anything. JT rode for that team for years.
Him and
Has a
Forrest are
personal
buddies.
relationship with Forrest Butler. Mm-hmm. Fly sponsors the team. JT works for Fly. It's all political over there with that show, and they don't want to uncover the facts, which you can kind of walk the line.
They finally did. Multiple years later here, what was
They're
the tweet
finally
today?
There's a tweet today where Steve mentioned that it all comes back to Forrest and that
And
money
money.
management problems are an issue or something.
Yes. So now
So
finally,
now Cooksey doesn't look like such of a fucking idiot.
he never has, but all
And
the
he
people
never
that
has,
didn't know,
but-
all the people that didn't know just want to kiss everybody over there's ass. But we all knew.
hey, you want to know the next thing that he's going to be proven that he didn't look like an idiot when Kenny doesn't ride for Honda anymore.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Well,
So
whole thing's just
because according to Schmolpmx, he's riding outdoors. Everybody from Honda's telling him he's riding outdoors, but everybody that Cooksey's talking to, he's done.
Look, I will say this.
Not going well between Honda and Kenny.
Forrest Butler's a dickhead. I don't really know what Karsten has anything to do with this, and I'm pretty sure they had another brother, Brandon. I don't think he was really part of it, but it was pretty much Forrest and Karsten. We've all heard the stories of the shit that they have issues with. I will say this. I do agree with Kenny Watson. Those guys have some issues. They're struggling with some mental stuff. You can say what you want about them being dickheads and assholes and screwing people over. But clearly they have more shit going on than they want
They
to
need
admit
to
to
figure
people.
that shit out, then run a team.
Yeah, they need. Speaking from somebody who knows what's like to deal with that kind of stuff, they need to get themselves in the right headspace and maybe just remove themselves from moto. And we know how hard it is to remove ourselves from the sport, especially when you're talking about Forrest and Carson have been doing this for a long time, and before this were professional racers, and I use that loosely, but they were professional racers. Detach yourself from the sport for a while. Get away from it. Get your head clear. Get your life right. And like Kenny said, I don't know if this is true or not, but it sounds like Forrest, he has a pretty prominent kid as a quarterback in Florida. Go focus on your kid. Go focus on your family. I'm not telling these people how to run their lives, but clearly you guys have some stuff that's going on. Go get your life right and then come back to a moto after a few years, because whatever's going on in your life is way more important than, like Kenny said, we're just fucking riding dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Like this is to us, it's a big deal, and it is life for a lot of people. But it's not like you lost a family member. It's not like life and death for you. Go get your life
Yeah,
right.
if your son's got a quarterback fucking opportunity.
Yeah, go get your life right and then come back to this. Like, detach yourself from the sport for a while, because clearly you have something going on more than people realize. And even Chris, who obviously we know Chris does not like Forrest for good reason, because Forrest was a dickhead to him. Even Chris admitted to this last night on the show.
Yeah, well, Forrest wrote that big old thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Telling because he was an idiot,
Yeah.
and he was actually right.
Even Chris said, hey, man, bury the hatchet. It is what it is. Like, I agree. So if Chris can say it, everybody else can. Like, just let them go with their life right. Just, it's done now. We can make fun of it all we want, but it's done and over with. Chris was proven right. Like, we all knew at this table that he was fucking right. Coach knew it. Kenny, everybody knew it. That's in Chris's circle knew it. He's right. It's done and over with. All I hope is that Joey, Max, and Shane get an opportunity and they don't get screwed over and everybody gets paid, and that's the end of it.
Yep.
It's a shitty story, though. It is a shitty story, but it does show you, hey, when Chris Cooksey says something, fucking believe him. Man's right 95% of the time.
Can't do that.
Some of his theories are a little theory,
Yeah, you are right, and I'm not disagreeing with that. But
but
once
that's
again,
personal opinion when he says that stuff.
look back at a
But
lot.
when he gives hard facts on stuff,
And
he's
I said
correct.
this to you last night. Look back in the last 5 years with a lot of shit that Chris has said, and I obviously this is just math off the top. I bet 90 to 95% of the shit that has come out of his mouth has been correct.
It's
It's
so
because
funny
it's-
because it basically reminds me of the fucking U.S. government, right? So like Chris is like Donald Trump, right?
Hey,
and DC's
it's
Coombs.
just like the
Or
rest of
DC.
us conspiracy theorists, okay? We're not conspiracy theorists. We're sneak preview artists, okay?
Oh, okay.
My point is-
well, Chris is Trump. He's saying all the stuff that people
everybody
don't
else
want
is
to talk
CNN.
about, and everybody gets pissed,
Yep.
and then it all becomes true.
Yeah.
And then Davey and all his boys
CNN.
are CNN. They own Racer X. They
Yep.
control the narrative.
Yep. Like I said, my point is just when Chris says something, for all you people that are on the fence about him, maybe he kind of knows what he's talking about.
And we're starting the hashtag Let Bob Race.
Yes, Evgeny Bobby Shrev. If you guys haven't got behind this, support that man. Let Bob race. Let Russian Bob race, because he's getting screwed this summer.
Yeah, it's not his fucking fault his country's at war.
Yeah, and it's
Jesus
also not
Christ.
his fault that his wife's Ukrainian and all this shit, but yet he lives in the Netherlands, and Hurlings and Kyrol are going to get to come over, and they live in the Netherlands. Yeah, just hashtag Russian Bob, let him race. Get that movement going.
Did we tweet at DC Racer X?
Yeah, I mean, we can, yeah.
Yeah,
do it,
dude.
do it. And if
Tweet
you guys
at him.
don't-
Hashtag Let Bob Race.
And if you guys don't know, because we don't have enough time left to cover this, go watch Chris Cooksey and the Coaches, their show from last night or whenever it came out. They talk a little bit more about this at almost the end of the show. Just get a little more information and just go support the guy. It's another guy in the series, gives more parody. He's a character, good dude, and he's just getting screwed. So just yep. So before we wrap this up, last question: who wins East West Shootout and who wins the 450s in Atlanta?
David Pulley.
Jesus fucking Albert James Catanzaro.
Arthur.
James Catanzaro.
Jet and Eli.
Okay.
Jason, because he was fucking hauling last year at the Atlanta round.
Anderson?
Yep.
Okay. Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't even remember.
He
that.
was like fast, and he just couldn't get a start.
Oh, you're right. That's when he was coming from the back. Oh, yeah. That's when he had to go to the LCQ, right?
Yeah, and then,
Won
he,
the
and then he
LCQ.
fought with A-Ray. Still
Yep.
almost made it in the heat.
I gotta
won the
watch
LCQ.
Gotta go back and watch that race.
Yeah,
All right.
yep. So he was fucking hauling.
Yep, okay.
So maybe good vibes there. I don't
Okay.
know. Somebody besides Jet and Christian.
Okay.
All right, great. Good call.
I'm going to go Mosman because, once again, I just disagree that we're going to get this insane Jet Christian battle.
I don't think we're going to get a battle. I think Christian's going to take himself out in qualifying. It's fine.
Okay, well, maybe. Hey, you know what? If you're right, I'll give you a hand clap. I mean, we're going to be watching the race
Wow, I
together.
thought that was going in a
he'll
different
give you a little
direction
hand tug.
Flying dub. We're watching the race together, so you know what? Whatever. Mosman. I think Sexton gets another one. I do. I think Sexton gets a dub. Gets another win this
Another
year.
concussion?
God, I hope not.
What are you
What are
twitching
you
for over there?
doing? What are you doing?
I do that too.
Would you
That's why I
stop?
labeled these.
Would you stop, you child? God.
Oh my God! All right. Well, this has been episode number 197.
That was weird. Mute that motherfucker.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks to our sponsors: Energy Fuel, Premier Custom Trailers, TLR Coatings, Holester Co, Gutter Worx, Alias Sports, Dirt Bike Depot, JT Cycle, Adept Creative Co, Isaac Nelson Designs, and Clutch Media. Make sure to like, comment, share. Also, just want to apologize that we didn't have actual video really of this show. We are redoing the studio as we speak. So we're going to have a few weeks here where we are just going to be audio only, essentially, with the background. So that's just the way it is. And then we'll be back on by the time we hit outdoors, we will have video again. Yeah. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And thanks everybody for supporting, and we will see everybody next week for Atlanta.